Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Uh, the last day of the struggle week. If you can survive today, I promise you, brother, from the next week, inshallah, the price will be so beautiful. But this is the last day of the struggle, or the worst week ever on this year. So please be careful. Excuse me. Try to preserve your mental capital. I hope that you will do better from the next week. Can you hear me, guys? 10 minutes past. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Maki. 10 minutes has been passed. I didn't know that. Good morning, Rajkumari. Hey, Garkoen. How are you, brother? Uh, Braj Kishore Kumar. Good morning, Dada. Good morning, Dada. TG. Who is Dada? Dada means brother, actually. In Bengali language, Dada means brother. Seth I Alim. Thank you, brother. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me. Hey, Marquis. Good morning, brother. Let me know, guys, what is your bias today? So what do you really want to see today? Market will go higher or it will go lower? Before I go to the market, yesterday I was absolutely wrong. I was looking for sell. The market was extremely bullish. So I was absolutely wrong. I have to admit that. But today, let me know what is your bias today before starting the trading. Let me know. Riches and short. Okay, Seth, you are looking for short. That's cool. Garcoin, good morning. But please let me know what is your bias. All of you, please write it down. I would love to look for buy. I would love to look for sell. What do you want to look for? PM was idiot. I sold and I became liquidity, and then it crashed. I will show you the PM session, yesterday's PM session for both buyers and sellers, according to me. But before that, I will go for today's price action. Then I will go for yesterday's. But before all everything, what is your expectation for today? Let me know that. Everyone, please write either bull or bear, or maybe there is some kind of retracement, then bull, then bear, something, whatever you feel like. Mickey, you are bullish. That's cool. Let's see some other people to write what they want to see today. Come on, man. It used to world new day opening gap, then perfect 22 YT. Yes, it's true, Mickey. Theo, you are bear. Okay, you are looking for bearishness, Theo. That's cool. Rajkumari, you are bullish. Anyone else? Please write down. Everyone, 48 people are watching. Some of you, please write it down. What do you think? You don't need to think about wrong or right. I was wrong yesterday. So it's absolutely fine. If you are thinking it's bullish and then you see it's a bearish market, it's nothing to do. Good morning, all. Today 7 a.m. Kilton worked out nicely. That was the awesome 7 a.m. Though I didn't do anything, but that was awesome. Kilton worked out nicely. Absolutely. Matthew, no bias. Okay. Niche, my bias is coffee for now. I was way wrong yesterday. No problem. I was wrong as well. I mean, I was bullish. It was sorry. I was bearish. It was bullish. Okay, Rezuizi, you are neutral. Mickey, if new week opening gap touch, I will buy. Okay. Buro, you are also looking for buy. That's cool. Thank you. And by the way, how are you? How are you, sir? Buros, how are you, brother? Win will take yesterday's low and go high. So overall, you are looking for buy. That's cool. That's cool. So let me go actually to the NQ chart so that I can show you the thing over here. This is the NQ chart. Why I early stream, bro? Not early. I usually start around 9. So sometimes 9:10, sometimes 8:50, but around 9. I usually start around that time. Last 2 days we had some internet issues, so I was late bit. Okay, let's start talking about this price action. Price touch last point of interest of yesterday candles to so bullish. Okay, sir. Okay, no problem. We will see, Rajkumari. I will go with my analysis and I will go with my bias. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work like yesterday, I will I will not going to do any kind of shit things like today, because yesterday I had so excited because of that offer, $38 for 50K. So I just did something bullshit over there. But it was absolutely fine, because sometimes you have to do stupid things. You have to do some foolish things. Otherwise, why you are a trader? Why someone will call you a trader? By the way, this is the price action. I will start with the inside candle. So that is the inside candle. After the inside candle, 99, no, not 99, 90% of the time, the next candle give the expansion. For example, here, this is an inside candle, okay? This candle is inside that candle. I don't know, can you see it or not? This candle is inside that candle. So the very next candle, boom. Now, if you come here somewhere, if I can find another opportunity to show you another example. Example. No, 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 no. Where is the inside candle? Okay, something here. Inside candle, next on, kind of bull, not that much good bull, but I mean, sorry, that much good pump, but something like boom, something like that. Okay, so most of the time you will see inside candle and the next candle is highly volatile. Inside candle, highly volatile, like here to here, highly volatile. Okay, something like that. You can go back, because I have shown that long lot of time. Inside candle, I'm expecting a run today, but if I don't get it, the very next day it should follow this candle color. So if it is a bull candle, it should expand as a bull candle, like boom, something like that. It didn't happen in that specific day, but it happened one day after that day. So inside candle then take 2 days off, then give me the run following the color of this candle, the very next day candle. So you will please go back and you can check this. Most of the time it works very beautifully like that way. I mean, you will get one-sided run, even though it went a bit lower, but a bit lower, then give the run by following the color just after the inside candle. So it takes a one extra days. So that was the problem. Whatever it is, that was a concept over here. Would love to skip this part. Here, this is the highest up close body close candle that has traded a fair value gap, as it is the all-time high. This is one of the best order block to me. So if I mark the order block, this is the open, which is the most sensitive area from the daily chart. This is the order block, and the next line is the 50% of the order block. So it is called the mean threshold of that order block. Okay, so here you can see here, that is the mean threshold of that order block. I don't want to see anybody close above the mean threshold. If one body close above the mean threshold and the very next body doesn't close below the mean threshold, that means it has broken the order block. Most probably it is going to take the high of the order block. So these two level is very important to me. I am watching from the daily chart and I have seen that, oh, okay, perfectly it has respecting the mean threshold of that order block over here, as well as this gap has been violated a bit, but the very next candle, which is, we called it fake breakout. So this candle close inside this gap, still this is valid. It is called the fake breakout. Just not going to this gap because of the fake breakout or something like that. I mean, yeah, something like that. Okay. So this market came here. Now it has traded this mean threshold of this order block. Where this market can go? First of all, I need to look for the liquidity. Where is my liquidity? Here is two types of liquidity. First liquidity is this all-time high. All-time high is always the liquidity. It is always liquidity. Okay, so kind of very clean liquidity. It is one of the strongest liquidity. You don't need to think any other things except all-time high. So this is all-time high, this is liquidity, no other excuse, no other nothing. Do I have any other liquidity? Now if you see on this price action, there is very clean liquidity over here, a very clean liquidity, which is really so beautiful. I really impressed by this liquidity, because all of this low, 1 2 3 4, all of these lows has been traded as zone. So this is a very strong liquidity area. Now is this market going for this all-time high, or is it coming for the sell-side liquidity? I know that some of you will add here that ES has cleared that high, so NQ is going to follow that high. You can't think like that way because if you take a closer look from the weekly chart, last 3 week, 1, 2, 3, last 3 week, ES is the strongest one and Nasdaq is the weakest one when the market is going higher. Last 3 week. So last 3 week from the weekly chart, we can see the ES is the strongest because it has taken all-time high over here this specific week, where it has also taken the all-time high. But just compare the candle, this candle and that candle, which one looks like very beautiful to you? If I ask you which one is a very strong bullish candle, of course this one. The next candle or the next week, that means the previous week, it was a bear candle. Here it is still a bull candle. Then this candle this week or whatever it is, right now it is consolidating over here, where this is already have made another all-time high and is still looking a very strong bullishness over here. So of course this is stronger when this market is going higher. While it has cleared the all-time high, it doesn't need to take the all-time high. It absolutely doesn't need to do that. It can make the SMT over here. That means all-time high, this high, sorry, not this high and that high. See over here, here and there. It can make the SMT and it can start to go for the sell side liquidity wherever your sell side liquidity is situated. I'm not going to add this SMT. I just told that because some of you will later come and they will say that, okay, yes, is going higher for the all-time high, so Nasdaq will follow. I don't believe in these things right now. I will think about that all-time high if the min threshold is broken. If it is broken from the daily chart, of course, it can't be a fake breakout. One candle close, the next candle close again below this min threshold. I'm not still thinking this all-time high. I will start to think about the all-time high if and only if it broke that min threshold very strongly. Then I will start to look for another all-time high or another line. You remember the -3 standard deviation? Until that area, I'll look for that. Why I'm thinking like that way? Because in this daily chart, if you take a closer look, this is a random reversal. This was a perfect random reversal. Why? Because it has perfectly made the relatively equal highs, sorry, relatively equal lows, though this is an order block, but still I need the fair value gap for the reversal. So it has used this order block by leaving some liquidity here, went for the all-time high, cleared all the buy side liquidity. I'm extremely bearish until this sell side liquidity is not taken or the min threshold is not broken. I am extremely bearish. Here, when you have seen this was falling, okay, this was falling, 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 falling. Wow, it was nice, the fall, until this gap. If this gap could hold the market, send it higher, I had no objection. Okay, it can go for the all-time high without taking this liquidity. But it has broken very, very strongly. It has been broken. And market came here. What do you have over there? Nothing except another liquidity, another low with this low, a shallow run, which is called the obvious liquidity in my opinion, and market most of the time leave the obvious liquidity for later use. Okay, so when this market will take that low by a shallow run and then it will go higher again, that means it is trading some kind of bearish PDRA, then it will start to jump for that obvious liquidity and the cleanest liquidity. I don't like the cleanest lows. Okay, tick by tick, some kind of this type of cleanest lows, I don't like them. I want them to be taken. I'm extremely bearish until this line is not broken, and it has to confirm that I'm broken. It's not something like just went a bit higher then fall again. No, it's not something like that. It has to broke, and anybody can see this market and can clearly say that, oh, it's broken, brother. There is nothing to worry about that. It's absolutely broken. Until then, I'm more interested to look for these two by sell side liquidity, not by sell side liquidity, and more importantly to this gap. So this is my expectation. I don't care about you. I don't care about anyone else. This is my expectation. I will work with this expectation. There is no other expectation over here. Now I will open this chart actually, because here the new day opening gap, new week opening gap, everything is marked over there. And I'm coming to hourly chart. Okay. This is the hourly chart. From the hourly chart, there is not even a single relatively equal highs. Not even just a single relatively equal highs. This market was bullish. I mean, sorry, it was bullish. It came until this area. What did it has done? You can see there is a new week opening gap from August 17, 2025. So it has traded that new week opening gap. Now, brother, why you are looking for the new week opening gap? Why you are not looking for the fair value gap over here? This fair value gap. Why you are not looking for that? Of course, this is a very important fair value gap. I have no objection with that. Nothing. Last fair value gap. Okay, whatever it is. Order block that has traded this fair value gap. You would love to use this order block. I have no objection with that. But as I have seen that, I can use the new week opening gap. I don't need to see anything else over there, nothing else over there, because this two line, three line, okay, two solid line, one dot line, dashed line. This gap is the strongest gap on this market. There is no other gap which I can compare with this gap. No other gap. So what happened? Actually, market has retested this new week opening gap from August 17, 2025. Then market started to fall. It came here somewhere. Though it has done this, I would love to see what the last high has been built over there. Now, if you can see this high and that high, there also are relatively equal highs, which is called the buy side liquidity. In this area, that is that mean threshold line. Okay, so let me actually make it a bit bolder so that you can understand that is the mean threshold line. Okay, so please don't get confused by this line. That is that mean threshold, which was not broken yet. In this area, that mean threshold area, though it has traded that from the daily chart, still it left that buy side liquid. Now here is a problem. Though I have that clean buy side liquidity over here, still I would love to use that new week opening gap, because this new week opening gap is holding the market, right? It is simply holding the market. So what is going to be your bias? You told that you are bearish extremely and you would love to look for bearishness. Here is the point of the range fair value gap 50%. What do you mean by that? If you take a closer look here around this area, this low and that low, they're the relatively equal lows from the from the hourly chart. Okay, so I have another sell side liquidity here, clean lows. See, very nice, beautiful lows here, very beautiful buy side liquidity over there. So I have both buy side liquidity and the sell side liquidity. I would love to mark from here to here, which is liquidity to liquidity, and this is the 50%. See, this is the 50%. Until this market is above this zone, that area. Why that area? Because near to this 50%, I have only fair value gap. See this fair value gap? This is the strongest fair value gap to me. So until this gap is not broken, I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. But brother, you told that from the daily time frame, you are more interested to look for sell. It doesn't mean that this market can come here, then started to fall. It doesn't mean that. I am looking for sell from the daily chart. But it doesn't mean that today it has to fall. Today, it can simply come here to take that buy side liquidity. Then it started to fall and closed here. Tomorrow, that means the next Tuesday or Monday, it can start to fall for this sell side liquidity. So from higher time frame, I'm extremely bearish until it is not broken. But from lower time frame, I'm just going to mark my new liquidity levels and going to decide which liquidity is more important to me today. For that, I'm going to mark the liquidity, sell side liquidity to buy side liquidity. 50% will start to look for a gap around this area. If I find a gap above this line, not below the line, instead above this line, and market is around that gap, I'll mark that gap. If I have both gap just near to this 50% or near to this, above this 50%, below this 50%, I will add both of this gap. But as you can see here, there is no gap, right? No gap, and market is over here now. So until this market is above this gap, which is also including with the new week opening gap, new day opening gap, all of this sheet area, this is the area where we are not able to trade. You can see here all of this gap. How many new day opening gap is over there? How many new week opening gap? One new week opening gap from July 27, one new day opening gap from August 25, then you have another new day opening gap, you have another new week opening gap, you have another new day opening gap. So all of this area is the strongest area to trade and really should be avoidable. So until this market is above this area, I'm more interested to look for buy for this buy side liquidity. If market fall and break this gap, especially this gap, then I will start to look for sell, which I'm not able to do. Why? Because I have to go against those lines. those gaps, so I won't be able to take any kind of sell. This sell side liquidity will be taken without me. I am not going to enter any kind of trade if this market come to this zone, all of this zone. I won't be able to enter into this zone. Okay, so into the sell if it comes to this zone. So sell side, I have to sacrifice even if this market fall and clear this sell side liquidity. I am not able to trade this market at all. If you can go for that, I won't be able to trade any kind of sell if it go for that sell side liquidity. But if this market come here and take that buy side liquidity, that is my easiest area to go for the buy. Of course, I will be very careful about all of this new opening gap and new opening gap. So these three box, I'll be bit careful. But yeah, still I will have a big range to think about a buy over here. If you ask me today, what is your bias? I am bullish until this market is above this area, new week opening gap, new day opening gap. Until it is above this area, I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. If I get that buy, I'll go for that buy. If this market fall and start to fall for this sell side liquidity, I will just watch, enjoy the gap, sorry, enjoy the liquidity taken, and I will appreciate whoever will take the sell. I will appreciate, oh, wow, awesome, brother, boom, 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 boom for you. But I'm not going to trade at all over here. If it consolidate over here, for example, it's not going anywhere, and in Tuesday, that will be the same analysis for Tuesday as well. If it is started to fall, I will every day I will sacrifice that sell. I will have no way to trick the sell. But if it go for that buy side liquidity, which it has clearly made by yesterday, though it has traded this new week opening gap, so I am believing that maybe this is kind of holding the market and this market will start to fall today. That is my expectation. I mean, to be honest, I would love to see that. But I am more interested to take the buy. I can't take the sell. That means it's kind of conflicting my own idea. My bias is sell, I have to take the buy. If market started to go higher, I will take a trade that's gonna be against my bias. So my bias is bearish from both time frame, but still I can't take the sell. I am bearish, I can't take the sell. Instead, I have to look for something that will tell me that I can look for a buy, and that is that range fair value 50%. Come to the 50% 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart, and as you can see here, this is that whole area, to be honest, so dramatic area from 15-minute chart. I have some buy side liquidity here, small buy side liquidity there, and I have some sell side liquidity here, which is relatively equal lows. I have some sell side liquidity here. I have some sell side liquidity was, where was that, here, just below this relatively equal lows. You can see here below this relatively equal lows, I have another relatively equal lows over there. So I'm going to mark that relatively equal lows instead of this relatively equal lows. From 15-minute chart, I'm just adjusting my liquidity level. It is much more cleaner, so I'm going to mark them instead of this sell side liquidity. Okay, but same. Now how you are going to frame your buy? Just before 9:30, as I'm looking for buy, as the market is above the range 50% fair value gap or whatever you call it, I would love to look for the most recent fair value gap market has built from 15-minute chart. Look, this is the fair value gap. Until this market is above this fair value gap, any kind of buying opportunity, I'll try to take it. Until this last fair value gap here, I'll be very happy to hold the trade. If it is broken, then this buy side liquidity, which has been built from the London session from 15-minute chart, if it go for that buy side liquidity, I will take some partial, try to take some partial here, and then I'll hold the trade for this buy side liquidity. This is the extreme liquidity. I'm not interested to hold my trade if I find an opportunity around here. So until this gap is not broken, I'm extremely bullish. So see how I'm coming from the daily chart to 15-minute chart, and I'm going to decide my bias or decide my direction just by a fair value gap, just by a fair value gap. For example, there was no new day opening gap, new week opening gap. This gap has been broken. Okay, this gap has been broken, and market actually around 9:30 market came here somewhere. Okay, so below the range 50% fair value gap. Just think there is the range fair value gap 50% only. It has broken that. What I would start to do, will start to look for sell. But today, if this happened, I have nothing to do. Instead of that, if this market respect this gap and give me any kind of setup over here, I'll go for that buy with confidence that this market is at least going to this last fair value gap, at least over there. And then if it can break it, it will go for this buy side liquidity. it can break the today's new opening gap, new week opening gap, this one, all of this, then it will go for this buy side liquidity if this is holding. Now if it is broken, for example, if it is broken and come here, are you looking for a buy still? Yes, I'm still looking for a buy from there. Why? Because remember the range 50% fair value gap. So first stage to take a buy from here. If it provide me buy from here, I'll go for the buy from there. If it doesn't do that, break this gap, there is another gap. Look, I'm not talking about the last fair value gap, I'm not talking about anything else. Here is the range fair value gap 50%. Why? From hourly chart, because the 15-minute chart is too messy. You see a lot of fair value gap over here. So if it come here, the range fair value gap 50%, any kind of buying opportunity above this new day opening gap, I'll look for that buy. But I'm more interested to see this market will work with this fair value gap, because this is the gap I'm going to define from daily chart. So all of my analysis is going to end with this gap from 15-minute chart. Coming to 1-minute chart here, I'm all doing here with the what is the NQ chart. So my MNQ chart will be clean, okay, but you have to keep them on your chart. This is the London session. Around the London session over here, that was the setup. Actually, let me go to the MNQ chart because it's marked over there. Market has built, I was not here to be honest, market has built the relatively equal highs, 22 YT model, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, boom, market fall, a huge fall over there from the 22 YT model from the London session. That was 7 a.m. over here. If you see, this is the 7, no, sorry, not there. I think it was, what was that? Yeah, here was it. So if you see 630, what is 630? There was 630, 630. This is the 630. After 630, market has fallen. Okay, so while this market has fallen, I have no relatively equal loss has been taken. After 630, no relatively equal loss has been taken. So what should I look for? After 7, if market can take some kind of buy side liquidity, you can see there is a relatively equal highs, there is relatively equal highs. All of this has been cleared after 7, then got the displacement there. I was not taking any trade over here to be honest. There was the displacement as well as 22 YT model, market structure shift, fair value gap. You can frame a trade from there and you can take a 15 handle partial and then you can hold your trade if you get a bit more. Okay, so maybe from there the follows for near about 27 handle, so maybe you will be able to get at least 20 handle from that fall from 7 a.m. kill zone. But it's up to you, brother, of course. If you find it good, then take it. If you don't find it good, then no need to take it. Okay, so that's all, and I have 12 minutes left, so let me go to the yesterday's PM session. Yesterday I was extremely bearish. Okay, so bearish. I was not bullish at all, so I was bearish from 1250. There are some of you have marked this as your market structure shift. I have no idea how can you guys skip my word, and if just forget that I told that if a swing low, okay, if a swing low has more than one swing low on its right, most of the time it's not a valid swing low. Even if this market came until here, how long it takes to give you the market structure shift? It has to be very immediately. So I don't know how you have marked this swing low as your market structure shift, because it's simply how many times did it take. So from 1233, sorry, 1234 to until here, near about 25 minutes. It takes 25 minutes just to give you the market structure shift. 25 minutes, come on man. I need something that will be happen within 5-10 minutes, something like that. Maximum 5 to 10 minutes. Within 5 to 10 minutes, if I get the market structure shift, best. That is the best. So here, that was not a market structure shift. I had nothing to do over here. That was not even a bullish market structure shift. So no buy setup as well. So those people who are looking for buy, there was no buy. This was really painful price action, no sell, no buy, no sell, no buy. And finally, this market has built the buy setup. Now, I was not interested to look for buy, to be honest, because I didn't have any buy sell liquidity and it was extremely premium area. Okay, but here, if you are looking for a buying opportunity, there was your buying opportunity, because market has cleared the liquidity. For the first time, it has given the market structure shift. You can use this high as your market structure shift or this high, and both of these high are valid. Market structure shift, fair value gap, tap to this fair value gap, market has given near about 26 handle. That is the only buy setup to me, yesterday's PM session, which has been created around 3:36. I was looking for sell, so I have seen it has traded the new week opening gap over here, gave the beautiful market structure shift over here. That was the entry, and here there was the sell side liquidity, which was near about 29 handle. But the setup has been created around 3:57. So of course, after 3:45, no trade is valid. So I was just watching the market, and it was just giving that boom. I had nothing to do over here. Just watch that market. Nothing to do over there. So that was the PM session. Just saw the buy only here, the sell only here. Maybe you have found some other buys or sells, but it was just for me. And I have seen that buy only and that sell only around the PM session. Here is today's price action. I would love to repeat one more time those people who actually joined me a bit later. Today is the last day of this type of weird price action. This is not a good price action. This is not a good price action. Believe me, it's not a good price action. This is shit price action. I believe today is the last day for this mental torturing price action. From Tuesday, we are going to get the beautiful price action for the year again. Okay, not exactly from the morning session, from the PM session, because Monday is the USA holiday. So after the PM session, sorry, from the PM session Tuesday, I believe that we will start to see the beautiful price action again. So please be careful, please be patient a bit more. Just let one day go. Today's Friday, last Friday of the month. It's gonna be difficult to trade. Don't blow your account. If you find something very perfect, very specific, very good, then go for the trade with the lowest leverage. So even if you take like 10 micro contract or maybe 5 micro contract today, go for 3 micro contract, 2 micro contract. Okay, you can't go more less than 2, so you have to go at least 2 or 3 micro contract. So if you are usually take 5 micro contract, 10 micro contract, today try to take 3 micro contract, 5 micro contract. Okay, so something lowest leverage. Today is the mental capital preservation day. Please, 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 I request you, brother, you are going to miss. I am going to get the boom, right? 100 handle boom. Don't give me a shit. Just keep your capital preserved today. It's extremely important. I told you on Monday, this week is gonna be the worst week ever. Now, some of you will say, no, brother, it was very beautiful price action. I admire them. They are 1,000 times better than me. For me, this was not even good. Good is too far from here. It's not even the bad. It's the worst price action ever. Market just give a run, start to consolidate. Give a sudden move, start to consolidate. If you miss one opportunity, that means you have missed everything. Yeah, some PM session like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, PM session was a bit better. I have to agree that PM session was a bit better, but morning session was absolutely shit. It was not even tradable. And yeah, that's all, brother. If you think it's good, you are better than me. Okay, you are better than me. That's why you are thinking that this is good price action. I have seen this is the bad price action. Now I have put a uh, what to say, I mean, the poll over here. I want all of you to vote over here because I'm planning to make a folder, a playlist where I will keep putting the psychological things over here, every kind of psychological things, because I'm working on that for 2 months already. Okay, so I'm actually making how I should go one after another the videos. So I'm planning for that. So if you guys really need that, then I will start it. Okay, otherwise I will not waste my time. I am really a lazy guy. I don't want to make the videos. I don't want to waste the time for making a video. If you think that this trading psychology is your problem, please vote over here. I will take my decision depending on your vote. Okay, so please everyone join to this poll. You will see this poll over here. Of course, if you are watching from your laptop or phone, you'll be able to watch this poll over there. And please vote over here. Anybody has any question? Because I'm done for the analysis. Now I will go for the I will wait for the 9:30, and remember, just this gap. So until this market is above this gap, I'm good to go for a kind of any kind of buy. until this last fair value gap over here, over here. Okay, your job to find out how to do the analysis. I'm doing it from the beginning, right, from the daily chart, not just cherry picked from 15 minute or 1 minute. I have shown you how to go for one line to another line, one line to another line, one after another. So your job to pick it from me. That's all, brother. This Monday market close. Yes, sir. The Monday is market close. Can you explain why Tuesday, please? Because Monday is holiday, brother. I'm not asking about the day. I'm asking for the reason why it will be better. Because this is the worst week. The August last week is the worst week, brother. I have explained to everything. It will take like 10 to 15 minutes more again. But if you watch Monday's live, okay, this Monday, last Monday, I don't remember the date. Last Monday, first 10 minutes of the live. If you watch that, you'll understand exactly why I was keep calling this week is gonna be difficult to trade. Okay. Actually, I got the market structure shift already. I will go for this trade before the 9:30 open, but please, I'm not asking any of you to go for this trade, but I'll go for this trade before the market open. So I got the market structure shift. If there is a gap, I'll take the buy from this gap. Okay, so let me actually check the stop loss. I can be stopped out. Okay, I can be stopped out because of the volatility around 9:30. So if you take the entry, please be careful. We'll go for 3 micro contract. If it takes me, I'll close 2 micro contract over here. If it takes me. And of course, it has to take me within 3 to 5 candle. If it takes more than 3 to 5 candle, I'll cancel this trade. Okay, I'm here. So that's my partial level, and I will close my trade below the 50-minute last parabolic gap. I'll put it here for now, and later I actually adjust it to the low of this parabolic gap. I thought you taking sell today. No, Alex. I have spent near about 40 minutes maybe for explaining the price action, I guess. Just 9:30 open can stop me out. It is also possible. it got me. It was good to me, so I took it. It didn't work. Until this market is above this gap, I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. Any kind of buy, I'll go for that. If this gap is broken from 15-minute chart, my next buy will be from here. Come on, baby. By the way, I need this gap actually because I can take re-entry from this gap. So keep that gap. If it provides me another opportunity, I'll go for re-entry. That means body, if the body close out that gap, of course, before closing this gap 100% by 15-minute chart. Come on, baby. Hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor. On you, baby. Maybe I don't want you to come tonight. If this low is taken, this buy is not valid anymore. This buy will be not valid anymore if this low is taken. This low. So let me change the color. This. As well as if this gap is broken from 15-minute chart, of course the next buy will be from here. You remember the 50% range fair value gap, 50% until there. What a week. Every single trade around opening bell got me stopped out. This is the hardest week to trade, brother. Though I didn't find any other trade except today around the opening bell. I found today it didn't work. We'll go with the lowest leverage 3 micro contract only. I don't care about anything because today is the last day of the struggling. After today, from the next Tuesday, it's gonna be so beautiful, I believe so. Next time I'll go on vacation. Last week of August, yeah, you should go for the vacation. 26630 entry took it from the order block. 26630 26630 630. So you took the entry from here. I guess there is some kind of order block. I don't know. Hey Barakan, why you have moved from sniper line to order block, brother? Inside week, brother. The hardest week, brother. In short, this is the hardest week, brother. Minor buy side liquidity. 15-minute buy side liquidity check. 23680.50. 23680.50. Oh, you mean? What do you mean by that, brother? I didn't get you. Look at the candles wick. See how beautiful those wicks are? I love this type of wick. You will see this almost every single year last week of August, where it will do this type of drama. (9:45) news. What type of news been? Friday 9:45 10 a.m. It's just medium impact news. No need to worry about that. Okay, this low has taken. This entry is not valid anymore. I have to let this go here. As I told brother, my bias is bearish. I'm not able to take sell. Even if it fall and break the range fair value gap 50%, which is around here, I won't be able to take any kind of sell. So this market will keep falling. I will have no way to take sell. I can only take buy, and that buy has to be either from this gap until it's not broken from 50-minute chart, or from this area. So if it fall to this around new week opening gap, I'll be able to look for another buying opportunity from that area with so much confidence. Or if it close above this gap from 15-minute chart, I'll be able to take the buy again from this gap. But if this market fall and closed this area and fall for this sell side liquidity, which is from our daily chart or every other time frame, I have to sacrifice every kind of fall. I'm not able to take any kind of sell. So my bias is bearish. I can't take the buy. I have to look for buy. Sorry, I can't take for sell. Take sell. I have to look for buy. Those people who joined me later, you guys can check the first thing I have explained. First 40 minutes, I guess. The 15-minute candle still didn't close below this gap, so it can start to go higher again and closed around this area. It is also possible. Just don't get panic by seeing these candles. Don't get panic and look at every single candle. Look what is happening from the 9:30. Small body, long wick, small body, long wick. Every single candle, small body, long wick. This is the sign of the worst price action ever. If it tap over here, I don't need this gap anymore. If it tap over here to the top of this new week opening gap. In 15-minute chart, equal highs. Yes, Jahid, but daily chart is telling us to look for short. I think my point was absolutely clear, right? It will keep falling for this sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity. I will have nothing to do today. I will have to look them. It is falling, and I will see how beautifully it will fall and take that sell side liquidity. This is the last area for me to think about a buy. Those people who are thinking why is that, let me show you one more time. Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Going to mark the 50% of this area. See this gap? Until this market is above this gap, I'm more interested to think about buy. Even though my bias is bearish and it should fall for that sell side liquidity. I can't take any kind of sell. If it break this gap, that means I'm done for today. I'm absolutely done. No buy, no sell, nothing is valid for me. Until this gap is not broken, market is above this gap, I'm able to take any kind of buying opportunity. Nothing is wrong over there. I can simply go for a buy. It is broken, market is going for this sell side liquidity, I'm done for the day. No way to trade this market at all. No buy, no sell, nothing is valid. So those people actually joined later, this is for them. Any kind of buying opportunity from here, I'll go for that. Come on, baby, all night, Friday night, on one night. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor, I want you, baby. Baby, I don't want you, come tonight. I think it's for everyone. So it's not according to me, it's for everyone, I guess. Without setup, if it start to go higher, I will have nothing to do. So I have to wait for the setup. If you are struggling with the bias, please watch the first part of this video. This week is not good. Today is the hardest day for the year. So today skip that. We are not able to trade because of the area the market is trading. It's not suitable for our trading. But if you really would love to learn about the bias, please watch today's first part where I go step by step from the very beginning to the end until the end. Who is in a trade? Is there anyone who is in a sell or you are in a buy? Anyone here? Hi Titu, how are you today? Hey Ellie, I'm cool. Sister, how are you? Erdogan, you are in a long. Why did you take the long? Can you please explain Erdogan a bit? I mean, why you took the long over here? Move for first presented. You took the first presented. I'm not working with first presented now. I'm working with only 22 IT models. So I'll go only for 22 IT model. But boom for UNSB trades. I'm good. A bit late today. No worries, sister. Either way, today is gonna be the worst day for trading. So after today, we all will be fine again, inshallah. If this is broken, that means I'm done for today. No more trade for me. No single trade will be for me if this is broken from our chart. So please remember all of this explanation. If you don't get all of this explanation, you will always struggle with your bias. You will always struggle with your bias if you don't focus or if you didn't really notice what I have explained around this area. You will always do the struggle. Then here, which is here, right? This finally 15-minute chart found the area. As I told, if this was broken or the 15-minute sorry, the range gap is broken, I can simply start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity, which is aligned with my daily bias, weekly bias, hourly bias, with every other bias. I'm not able to do that just because of this zone. Which one is going to be respected? Nobody knows that. Which one will be respected, or they won't be respected either. I mean, at all. They will keep falling for this sell side liquidity. Nobody knows that. So it's an area you have to avoid. Even though your bias is bearish, you can't take the sell. No sell is valid. Buy is absolutely not valid if that reverse fair value gap is 50% is broken, because that is broken means market is going for this sell side liquidity. But when and how, nobody knows that. How many reaction will happen over here, nobody knows that. So please be careful about that. And if you are from the beginning, I hope that you are now laughing by that explanation. This thing you are not going to learn from anyone else. I promise you, brother. I'm just going to remove this gap. I will just keep this new week opening gap because no buy is valid below the new week opening gap. So I will just keep this new week opening gap, and I will remind that this new week opening gap is that 50% range fair value gap. Okay. Is that area you are talking about new week? Yeah, new week opening gap, sister. Absolutely. Those people are here waiting for the signal. You guys can just simply leave and go somewhere else, because I don't think so you will be beneficial over here for your signaling or that type of intention. So you can simply leave the stream without hesitation. By the way, guys, Apex has 90% discount. So if any of you would love to buy the Apex, you guys can use the code T2T. That's the code. Okay, 90% off any size evaluation account first month, and 80% of recurring months. Lifetime price action fees is gonna be $85 for 250 and 300k. Lifetime fees is gonna be just $37. That means if you pass the account, uh, and it is 250k or 300k, you have to pay lifetime activation fees $37. But if you pass another accounts like 25, 50, or 100k, you have to pay $85. Hey Mahdi, I have knocked you to the WhatsApp. If you have the time, please talk to me after the live. Okay, I need to ask you something. I got 5 funding ticks, below 2 of them. Lol. It's absolutely okay, Zaid. It was so I mean cheap. If you blow them, it's absolutely okay. And this week is gonna be the blowing week. Man, I have made some psychological video actually. you will, your mind will be blowing. 90% traders don't get their success just because of quitting. Through a research, actually, I have put all of them over there. Not trading funded accounts. Don't touch your funded accounts. Never ever, don't do that mistake. Don't touch your funded account. None of you. Play with your Eval. Like right now, Apex has 90% discount. So buy a 50K account for how much it will be? Maybe $30, something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't think so that $30, 19 or $20 it will be maybe. How much is a 50K account? Anybody knows? After the 90% discount for Apex. Just buy some Eval, try to play with them. Don't touch your funded account. It's forbidden. Don't touch it. Like $18.50. Yeah, just $18.50. Take 5 to 10 Apex account, then play with them. Don't touch your funded account. If you can pass, like after out of 10, if you can pass 5 or 3 or 4, keep them. Go with the smallest amount of your macro entry, like 2 micro contract, 3 micro contract, maximum 5 micro contract for 50K account. Don't go above 5 micro contract. Never ever. Go slowly, slowly, slowly by rolling your account one after another, one after another. One day you will see that you have already eligible for your payout. Just don't rush. That's all. But as it is like one day, you can pass this by one day, right? You don't need to wait 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So you can play with your challenge account as it is just $18.50, something like that. Try to pass it as much as you can, and keep them for secured game. While you have the funded account, that means you have the maximum contract size is 5 micro contract for 50K account. That is maximum. Okay, I will try one more buy actually. Even though I'm going against this new week opening cap, I'll try to take my partial as soon as possible if it provide me the entry. Okay, and this is over here. Hello, I'm live আপু, ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম, বলো। Okay, got another market structure shift, another trade. See here, I got another market structure shift to take sell according to the bias to take sell. I can't take the sell. I can't take that risk to take the sell because of this zone. If they started to react, I will get stopped out. So it's easier for me to take a buy instead of taking sell, even though it is below that range fair value gap 50%. So I will not go for the selling over here. I had tried to take the buy while I have seen this one, even though there is a gap. So I would try to take some partial around the 50% of this gap. But as you can see here, it tap here. Now it will be reacted from there. I have no idea. It can simply trade entry gap or breakaway gap, then start to fall for this sell side liquidity. But I can't take that risk or I can't go against that area. Is this loss regrettable? No, because I have seen the market structure shift. I have seen the fair value gap. I took that buy. It was still logical because the hourly candle didn't close yet below the range fair value gap 50%. So I could think that maybe it will trade the new week opening gap on more time before going for that sell side liquidity. I didn't get it. I got stopped out. Simple. Didn't gamble. Didn't do anything. Saw the setup. Go for that trade. Good for me. Look over here. Just can't go for this trade. It will work. I believe it will work. Let me remove this. Not taking it because market is reacting from the new week opening gap, breakaway gap. Okay, this candle sell, stop loss above the breakaway gap, as I can go maximum 20. But look, here should be the stop loss exactly over here. I'm not able to put it over it. Just for the example, let it put over here. Target is this sell side liquidity. Why you are not taking the sell? Because it is reacting from this area. So I have no idea it will be reacted from there or not, and market will keep going higher to trade any kind of this low or this area, then it will start to fall. Whatever it will do, I have no idea. So taking sell is more risky to me rather than taking buy. Got the market structure shift, fair value gap, tried to take the buy. But selling, no, I'm not going for this sell just because it is reacting from this area, from that zone. Eventually, if the hourly candle closed below this range fair value gap, eventually it can fall for this sell side liquidity. But before falling, it can be respected from this zone thousands of the time. So it's better or easier for me to think about a buy instead of taking a sell. For example, there was nothing over here. That is my sell. I'm already in this trade. Of course, my stop loss wouldn't be over there. Stop loss would be here somewhere. But just for the sake of this conversation, put it over there. I'm already in a sell and I would love to target this sell side liquidity, of course, after taking some partial. If there was nothing like this, I would have no confusion. I would have nothing over there. I would say that the range fair value gap 50% has been broken. Market is falling for this sell side liquidity. I'm going for the sell. This is the setup. Market structure sheet. Market has taken the liquidity. This is the market structure sheet. Trade this fair value gap. Now this market is going to fall. As it is not, it is very difficult to trade here. Not taking this sell. Simple. Some of you can think about the news around 10. This news doesn't have any value to me. 23,495, 23,495, 23,495. This is the high of the Monday's fair value gap. Okay. it over there. If I find another market structure shift, I will have no opportunity to take the buy anymore. Why? Because the market has already closed below this range fair value gap 50%. So there is no buy is valid to me. I of course can't take any kind of sell just because this market is uh, just reacting from this new week opening gap, new day opening gap or everything. What do you think? It is going to be broken? I think so. It will be broken and market will take that sell side liquidity. That is my highly confident area. But it can be reacted from here. Lot of time reaction can happen. And this reaction will keep blowing my entries, something like that. If it doesn't do that, instead just make this type of candle over here. That means one candle has broke. That is beautiful. That is just pure luck. But otherwise, it can simply keep reacting from this area, from here to here, bouncing, keep bouncing. I just don't want to take those type of risk. So it is better for me to think, us thinking about a buy, which is invalid, of course, right now because market has fully closed below that range fair value gap 50% from the hourly chart. So it's no buy is valid at all. But in that type of situation, before closing that hourly candle, I saw the setup. I tried one time to take that buy. Didn't work. I'll be quiet over here, not going to touch it. We'll keep seeing how it is going to fall. I'll just keep seeing. Is there any buy valid? The next buy will be valid if this market closed above this new week opening gap, because the range gap has been broken already from the hourly chart. I'll show you one more time. This is that hourly range fair value gap. From the hourly chart, this market has closed below this area, below this gap. So 99% possibility this market will go for this sell side liquidity. Actually, not this sell side liquidity, more specifically this sell side liquidity. There is 99% possibility it will go for this sell side liquidity now. Problem is this two brother here, new day opening gap inside the new week opening gap. These two are the problem. So if it was not here, I would start to look for a selling opportunity. I have already tried to frame my sell here because I know that now it is going for that sell side liquidity because the gap is broken. This gap is broken from hourly chart. There is no need to think about the buy anymore. I can't go against them, so I will let this go. 953 swing high if back and break make market structure shift look nice to buy setup. There is no buy is valid, brother. Trust me. If when the gap, this gap is broken from the hourly chart, there is not even a single buy is valid because this market can be bouncing sometimes, but eventually there is 99% possibility this market will take this sell side liquidity. Mark my word. It can bounce, okay? It can small bouncing. It can do this type of bouncing here. This type of bouncing a bit. And finally it will take this sell side liquidity. 99% I'm confirmed of that because the range fair value gap 50% is broken over here. So even if there is a buy setup now, I can't take the buy over here. No buy is valid. Why I took that buy? Because this buy has been created before the candle close from the hourly candle. So what can happen? This candle could come until here, then it can start to close above this gap. So above this gap or inside this gap, it could happen like that way. But when the gap is broken, 99% possibility this market will take this sell side liquidity. But before taking it, it can bounce a bit. That is why I'm not able to take the sell here. Otherwise, see here, I got another setup over there. I didn't take it, no problem. Another market structure shift. Fair value gap, breakaway gap. I would go for the sell again from here. I'm not chasing the market at all over there. I can use everything over here to take the sell for this sell side liquidity. The problem is just this area. If it started to react, I won't be able to keep my account here. It will be blown. So I don't know when it will be reacting or when it will see this candle, how it is breaking. I didn't know that it is going to happen like that way. So I have to let this go. Those people are still struggling to believe me. I'm confirming you, brother. It can be little bouncing here. It can be. Okay, I'm not sure about that. It can be little bouncing, but this liquidity will be taken 99%. I'm sure this is gonna be taken. But before taking this, it can bounce a bit here. Just a keep like consolidating or something like that with highly volatility. So please don't try to enter over here. Or if you are love to take some entry, of course you can go for that. I have no problem with that. But the thing I have explained you from the beginning, just think like that way. This is not here. This whole zone is not here. How I would play this game? I knew that I have beautiful sell side liquidity. I have seen that the body has closed below this hourly gap. What is going to stop me to take a sell? Nothing. Well, I'll keep both of these sell side liquidity because this sell side liquidity is very clean from the hourly chart. So I'll keep this sell side liquidity as well. I believe this one, the lower one, but this one also important because of the hourly chart. And going to remove it as that has been broken as well. Sell it, and I took sell on it as Nasdaq was selling. Wow, that's cool, Jai. That's cool, brother. Who was here at the beginning while I was explaining all of these things? Who was here? Please let me know. Why this is a selling market? Why this market should fall from the daily chart or everything? Who was here? Okay, Jai, you are here. Big John Viking, you are here. Now, guys, are you seeing that what I have explained? Rajkumar, you are here. Thank you, sister, for being here. RS, you are here. Now, tell me, guys, those people are here. Tell me, whatever I explained over there, is it happening over here or not? Just tell me that. And is it matching 100% or not? Like, not something like 50-50, not something like that. 100% matching or not? Today is the last day of the month and week. Market is in hurry to reach its objective for the day, week, and month. Absolutely. So this is one. Thank you, RS. You have still any confusion, RS, as you have replied me. I think others are have the confusion. Did you understand 100% when I was explaining this market? Because after clearing this sell side liquidity, I'll go from the beginning one more time. Those people have joined me a bit later. They will be able to see this as a hindsight now, but that was not hindsight. You guys will be my proof. People need to pay their bills from vacation. Okay, right now I really don't have anything to do here because this market is reacting from this new opening up. I would love to go from the beginning one more time. Are you guys willing to see that one more time? Exactly from the beginning, whatever I told before this market, I'm going to explain that as a hindsight now. If you are interested, I will do that one more time. It's gonna be a great learning, brother. So if you are interested, just let me know. I will start from the beginning because I have nothing to do over here. Simply nothing. Look how it is reacting from the low of this new week opening gap. Is it going higher? Absolutely not. It can give some kind of reaction, bouncing, something like that. Eventually, that has to be taken. Okay, okay. Winston, look, yes, please. I just joined. Sharda, you, and Ellie. I need two more people. Let's see if there is five people. I'll go from the beginning. And this is the area you have to concentrate the most. Every single day you have to start the trading like the same way. Last week I was trading the first fair value gap on DAX and London session and it worked too. This week DAX was a bit messy. This week is messy for almost everything. Yes, please. I missed the morning review. Oh, okay. I just need one more guy. I got four. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Wizard, I found five. So guys, I'm going from the very beginning. I would love to use the NQ chart because I don't want to mess up with the MNQ chart. Okay, so I would love to come over here with the MNQ chart. This is the daily chart from the Nasdaq. Look, this is the candle. We didn't know it is going to fall. Okay, we didn't know that. So today we are going to predict what is going to happen over here. If you take a closer look on this area, what happened in this area? Market went higher, then fall. I'm just going to skip the inside candle part. That is, I'm going to skip. Okay, that part I'm going to skip. This is the all-time high. So let's mark that all-time high. This is the buy side liquidity. I don't need any kind of logic over here to mark it as a buy side liquidity because this is the strongest buy side liquidity. I have no logic to think this is not a buy side logic, buy side liquidity. So this is buy side liquidity just because this is the all-time high. Now, where is your sell side liquidity in this area? I told you always go for relatively equal lows. Now, if you see this low and that low, they're clean lows, which is called the sell side liquidity. Over here, this is clean sell side liquidity. Above this sell side liquidity, you have another one sell side liquidity, which is called obvious liquidity. Okay, it's clearly you can see a very small wick has taken that low, which is called obvious liquidity. Obvious liquidity has a nature. It's been made here. Market will move opposite way, then later it will go for that obvious liquidity. So you have this sell side liquidity over here from the daily chart. You have this clean sell side liquidity over here from daily chart. What else do you see over here? While this market came here to this all-time high, then it started to fall. It came here. It's a random level. No, it's not a random level. It has traded this order block. Still, that is random level. Why? Because I need the reversal from a fair value gap, not from the order block. Can it happen from the order block? Of course, it can happen from the order block. But I need a fair value gap for the reversal. There was no fair value gap. So still, this is random level to me. Okay, market went higher, made the all-time high. Then market has fallen here, started to go higher again. From where exactly it is starting to go higher? Is there any fair value gap? No, nothing, nothing. Not even a order block, not even fair value gap, not even breaker block, nothing over there. Simply just nothing over here. So what should I expect now? This is a random level. This is a random level. Now you don't understand the random level. You don't need to think about that. Sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Market started to go higher, right? This is happening. We don't know that it is going to happen. We don't know that. So market is going higher, 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 higher. This is a fair value gap over here. Let me mark that fair value gap. Rajkumari Rai, RS, you guys were here, right? So you will observe me now. Am I changing any word or not? One candle has closed above this fair value gap. The very next candle, if it closed below this fair value gap, that is called fake breakout. I still don't know how to recognize the fake breakout beforehand. I have still no idea. Okay, so this is my weakness. I really don't know how to identify the fake breakout, but this is gonna be the fake breakout. So let me remove this one. Here, this is the highest up close body close candle which has traded a fair value gap. Where is your fair value gap? This is the all-time high. You have the joker. You can think anything you want. That is why this is relatively equal highs. Okay, there is 1000 highs exactly over there. This is why this is the strongest liquidity, because this is at the all-time high. Highest up close body close candle. What is that? Bearish order block. This is the most sensitive line of the order block. The opening of the order block. This is the most sensitive line. The next line where I don't want to see anybody close, any candle's body close above this line. This is called mean threshold of the order block. So until the body doesn't close above this line, I'm bearish. Why? Because that was a random reversal, or there is the sell side liquidity. There is sell side liquidity. I have the strongest liquidity. I am agree with you, but This liquidity and this liquidity are more important to me until this market is not breaking this mean threshold. Even if it close above this mean threshold one time and the very next candle close below this mean threshold from the daily chart, it is still valid as a mean threshold. But if it is broken, something like very clean way, okay, anybody can see this and they can say that no, the line has been broken, brother. It's not something a small close above this, the very next candle close below this, not like that, okay, something like uh, look here, okay, so you are thinking that this is the bearish breaker block, okay, you are thinking like that way, and you have seen that this candle has closed above the 50% of this candle. Can you clearly say that, brother, the 50% of this order block has been broken? Because look at this speed through that line. In the same case, if show you another example, for example, just for example, okay, you are thinking that mm, uh, 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 okay, you are thinking that this is your order block, this is your order block, okay, just thinking that, and you have seen that a body has just closed below the 50%, a bit close below this 50%, then started to go higher again. You can simply say that this is the fake breakout. So until it is not broken, the mean threshold is not broken, I am willing to see this sell side liquidity will be taken, this sell side liquidity will be taken from the daily chart. Until they are not taken, I can't think about the all-time high one more time. Here I have added the ES chart because some of you will later come and tell me that, brother, ES has taken the all-time high, so NQ is also going to take the all-time high. You are absolutely wrong because you don't understand the SMT. What is the SMT? This is the weekly chart. Look at the last 3-week candle. Okay, here. Look at this candle which has made the all-time high. Look at this candle which has made the all-time high. This is from NQ chart. This is from ES chart. Market has built the all-time high. Market has built the all-time high. If I ask you which one is more bullish, can you reply me? I just need this reply to the chat. Can you reply which one looks like more bullish candle? If I ask you which one is bullish candle, okay, which one you would love to pick, the ES or NQ? Okay, I need this reply. Please write it down for me, please. Yes. Yeah, thank you, brother. This is a bullish candle, right? If I ask you which one, when the market is going higher, which one is stronger, ES or NQ? Anybody can say that, brother, ES is stronger when the market is going higher. If I compare with NQ, so NQ candle is not telling me that I'm going higher or I'm stronger. ES is stronger. Look at the next candle. Here, this is that candle, next candle. This is a bearish candle from NQ. This is a bullish candle from what is I mean uh, the ES. ES is a bullish candle, right? It came until here, but look how strongly it went higher and closed over there. Simply comparing with this candle to that candle, it is stronger when the market is going higher. Now come here, this week, it has built another all-time high. Even though it's a bear candle, it has built another all-time high. It has failed to build another all-time high, right? So if I ask you, brother, if I ask you last 3 weeks, which was stronger when the market was going higher? Anybody can simply say that ES is much more stronger. So what do you see here? There and there. Why you are thinking that ES has cleared the all-time high, so NQ is also going to clear the all-time high? Why you are thinking like that way? What is the reason for thinking that? You can't think like that way because you can simply see that this guy, when market is going higher, this ES is much more stronger comparing with NQ. So there can be an SMT. That means the job is done by ES. NQ doesn't need to do the job. ES has done the job for NQ. This is called SMT, smart money divergence. Okay, so this is the divergence from the very high time frame. So the point of ES has cleared the all-time high is gone already. There is no confusion about ES has taken the all-time high, so NQ is going to take the all-time high. There is no more confusion. Now, still, can you say that this market is going to take the buy side liquidity? Of course, I can say that. How? If the mean threshold is broken. So this is the last PD array, premium discount array. Okay, this is the last PD array. If the PD array is broken, market will take that all-time high. Until it is not broken, why you are thinking this market will go higher and take that buy side liquidity? No logic to think like that way. So what is my intention? That this daily chart will clear this sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity, and of course after clearing the liquidity, I need a place where I would love to take some rest. Where is that resting place? This is that resting place. But brother, there is another gap just above this gap, another gap. It has been used already. It is called entry gap. I don't love to mark the entry gap for reusing. It has been used already. I don't care about that gap only. I mean anymore. But can it react from there? Of course it can do that, but that is very rare. So it is not my importance. I would love to see this market will fall for here until this is not broken or this is not taken. Any of this is not taken. I will keep looking for sell for this gap. There is nothing that can stop me for thinking about sell. What else can happen? I'm looking for sell, but market is bullish, closed above this min threshold. So in that type of situation or that time, I'll be wrong. Here, market maybe tomorrow come here. What I was looking for sell, come here. Okay, I got the sell. Again, come here. What I was looking for sell. This day, I'm wrong. Fall and here all of these days I'll be profitable. All of these days I'll be profitable. Again, market didn't actually fall. Instead of, I am looking for sell and market went higher. I was wrong, I was right. Market closed above this min threshold. What I will start to look for? Buy. So market take that buy side liquidity. That one day I will be wrong. The very next days I will be profit again. So that one day when market will close above this min threshold, I will be wrong. Until then, I will keep looking for sell and I will get one after another winning day, one after another winning day. Now come to hourly chart. Now in this hourly chart, I have to come here because I need all of the lines over there. From the daily chart, what I'm looking for? 100% sell. Now if you take a closer look over here from the hourly chart, first thing first, okay? From the hourly chart, is that hourly chart? No, it's not the hourly chart. Actually, I need the hourly chart here. That is the hourly chart. Look over here. Do you have any buy side liquidity? Even one single buy side liquidity from your hourly chart? No buy side liquidity. Brother, that is buy side liquidity, that is buy side liquidity, that is buy side liquidity, that is buy side liquidity. None of them are buy side liquidity because none of them are looking for relatively equal highs. So I don't have any buy side liquidity. Do you have any sell side liquidity? 100% I have the sell side liquidity. What is that? This low and that low, they are the relatively equal lows. I didn't know that this market is falling for this sell side liquidity. Remember that this low and that low, they are the relatively equal lows. So I have this sell side liquidity over here. Look at that low, sorry, that high and that high, this high that has been created from yesterday. That is my buy side liquidity. From hourly chart, from daily chart, what you are looking for? Sell. From hourly chart, now you are in hourly chart. It has both buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Market is here, just here. Okay, we don't know where the market is reaching for. What happened exactly over here? Remember, this line is the min threshold of that order block. So I'm going to make it here. This is the highest new week opening gap where market has traded yesterday, then started to fall. You have a gap here around this area, which is also called last fair value gap, as well as this is the highest up close body close candle that has traded this fair value gap after the market structure shift. This is the highest up close body close candle from the hourly chart, which is your order block as well. I don't need any of them over here. Why? Because I have clearly can see that new week opening gap is holding the market, sending the market lower. So I don't need to think about any other PDRA except this new week opening gap. If there was no new week opening gap, I would look for either for this order block, I would say this is the reclaimed order block, or the last fair value gap has been traded one more time. Until this last fair value gap is not broken, I can't think about the buy or all of these other things. Okay, if you don't have the new week opening gap or new opening gap. But here it is clearly seenable over here that market has traded the new week opening gap. Even though it has left that buy side liquidity, it is reacting from this new week opening gap. So the liquidity is less important if it is just above the new week opening gap. The liquidity is less important if it just below the new week opening gap, because they can change the bias. Just simply change the bias, send it opposite way. They have that power. This new week opening gap is the strongest PDRA all over this market. There is no other PDRA that is stronger than this new week opening gap. Next, new day opening gap. Third, last fair value gap. Now I have the buy side liquidity. Market is over here. Okay, market is not below. Market is over here. I have this sell side liquidity. From the daily chart, what I'm looking for? Sell. Now from the hourly chart, market is over here. What should I go for? For that buy side liquidity or for that sell side liquidity? I need to mark both sell side liquidity and the buy side liquidity. Every day you will do these things. You don't need to think anything else. Okay, this is the range. Look at the market here. Okay, don't look at these two candle. This candle, we don't know what is going to happen. Market is over here. What should we look for? Range fair value gap 50%. That means any kind of fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, because market is coming from the top. If market is going from the bottom, then you will look for bearish fair value gap. If market is coming from the top, you will look for bullish fair value gap. Any kind of fair value gap that is near to this 50% is your range 50% fair value gap. I can see here is a gap which is my range fair value gap 50%. There is no other gap here. If there was another gap around this 50% of this line, then I would add both of these gap all together. And I would say that until this gap is not broken to the low side, I can't think about sell. If until it is above this area or above the 50% of this area, I'll keep looking for buy because market is coming from the top. After leaving the liquidity, it is coming. If the market go from the bottom, right, that means it leaves the liquidity here. Now it is going higher. So until this gap is not broken, I'll look for sell. As it is coming from the top, I should keep thinking about the buy until the gap is not broken. As you can see here, I have just only this gap here. Okay, I don't have any other gap above the 50% of this range. Why not 50%? I'll come in over there. Okay, don't get confused. So I'm going to remove it. This is that gap. Until this gap is not broken from hourly chart, as I'm marking it from the hourly chart, I should keep looking for buying opportunity. That buy has to be from the above of this gap. That means if there is a buying opportunity above the 50% of this gap, I will go simply for that buy with so much confidence that this market is actually going for that buy side liquidity. But brother, your daily range is bearish, right? You are thinking that this sell side liquidity will be taken. Think like that way. Today, market come back again one more time to take this liquidity and closed over here. Still, the daily candle, you will see that the min threshold is been respected. It can be traded this min threshold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right? As it is from the daily chart, so it can from the smaller time frame, it can simply go for this buy side liquidity, and maybe tomorrow, that means Tuesday, market will fall for this sell side liquidity, or maybe Tuesday market will come here again almost one more time, then Wednesday it will fall. It can happen from the daily chart. So from the daily chart, I'm extremely bearish. From the hourly chart, I have to decide which one is going to happen today. Is this going for that buy side or is this going for this sell side liquidity? Now you can see it has been closed below this area. That specific candle has closed below this area. I'm coming back again here to this chart. Okay, this is that same gap I was talking. I was showing you from the from that chart. Okay, with the new week or new day opening gap from all over this area. It is like this. Okay, there is no new day opening gap, new week opening gap, just for the sake of this conversation. While this candle has closed exactly around 9:59, this candle has closed over here. What should you think now? It is coming for this sell side liquidity. Now I'm coming to 15-minute chart. Just pause that until here because I'm coming back again to this area. Sorry guys, it's too boring, but if you really focus over here, it is gonna change your life, full life. This week is hard, so a bit hard, but it is going to change your life. Okay, now why I didn't mark the sell side liquidity and the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart? From sell side liquidity, from 15-minute chart, this is the sell side liquidity over here. I have clean sell side liquidity over there, and same buy side liquidity actually over here. This high and that high, they're the relatively equal high, so I have just on buy side liquidity. Okay, this market was coming from the top, so what I should go for? Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. This is the range 50% fair value gap. Here I have one gap, two gap, three gap. Little messy, right? Around this area, little messy. I can improvise this gap from the hourly chart to 15-minute chart. I can improvise, or I can make it much more precise. If I want, I can just simply go for this gap over here and could say that if this gap is broken, I will start to look for sell. Okay, just keep it over there. This candle has closed below this gap. If I ask you which one is more confident for you to mark the range fair value gap 50%, is that hourly chart gap, which is from here, very clean and very beautiful to look, or is that from 15-minute chart where it is bit messy? If it was something like hourly chart, something like one leg, just one leg, I would obviously mark the 15-minute chart because I am time limited. So I will be able to convert my time into a smaller frame. That would be the best for me to mark that gap, which is very near to this line, as well as there is another gap which is exactly around with this line. See this line, it is exactly around to that line, which is also a bullish gap. So what I have to do, I have to mark from 15-minute chart here to until here, something like that. And it doesn't look good to me because I'm using two leg, one leg retracement, another leg, and all of these things doesn't look good to me. I need something this type of leg to mark my range parallel gap 50% or any kind of things to make it more specific. This type of leg. But is it same like here? So it's kind of feeling. What do you feel? Is it better or is it not better? If it is not better, go your hard time frame. It is very difficult from the hourly chart, no problem. Go to your 4-hour chart. Find if there is anything from the 4-hour chart that is more clear to you to think about that zone or that area. Now coming over here again, this is that 10:59 candle. Okay, so yeah, that is that candle from the hourly chart that has closed exactly 9:59, exactly 9:59. I'll be in 1-minute chart, and I have seen that this market has closed. Remember, there is no new day opening gap, new week opening gap, nothing is over here. I'm here in front of my chart and I have seen that this is that candle. So look at this candle, 9:59 candle. That hourly candle has closed below this range fair value gap 50%. What should I look for here? Exactly, I'm looking for sell. Is that sell has to be created after this? No. Is there any setup that you can push the button after confirming that this gap is broken? Liquidity has been cleared. You got the best market structure shift. There is your entry fair value gap. There is your breakaway gap. Is that immediate reaction? Of course immediate reaction, but you are not able to push the button over here. Why? Because you are not yet sure that the candle is going to close below this or the next two candle is going to close inside this gap. Because if it is inside this range fair value gap 50%, there is 0% possibility it will fall for this sell side liquidity. 0% possibility. So you are waiting until 9:59. This candle has closed over there. Push the button over the very next candle open. Push the button. Stop loss above the liquidity taken area. This is the high which has been cleared the liquidity. This is the best area to put it. Next best area, one tick above the high of this breakaway gap. Third area above the breakaway gap. Fourth and the lowest area is above the constant crossment of this what to say, I mean the breakaway gap or whatever you say, above the constant crossment. Wherever you feel good, put your stop loss over there. I would love to go with the best area. Okay, so above the high which has cleared the liquidity. Brother, it is 57 handle. Don't go for this trade. But brother, it is 17 handle. It is not that much volatile. Go for that trade. No problem, right? Are you going to push the button or not going to push the button? It's up to you. Sell side liquidity is over here. That is the sell side liquidity. I prefer to go for some more handle below this area. Here is another word. Never ever, never ever. I repeat one more time. Never ever target the extreme liquidity from your hard time frame. What is your hard time frame? Daily time frame? No. Your hard time frame is 15-minute chart. That is your hard time frame. Never ever target the extreme liquidity from your hard time frame. Look for your 1-minute chart. Try to find some other liquidity above the what to say, I mean the above this extreme liquidity. If you find any other liquidity above this extreme liquidity, where I can see here there is some kind of liquidity, relatively equal lows above the extreme liquidity, which is very near of this extreme liquidity, but also this is really so near, so I'm not interested. So from 1 minute chart, I have another liquidity over here. So let me mark it another liquidity. If you don't have the liquidity, try to mark any kind of last fair value gap from the 1 minute chart. Whatever you find, just go for that. So as I can see, there is no last fair value gap from my entry. I have this liquidity from 1 minute chart, this liquidity from 1 minute chart, and this is the extreme liquidity. Now my job is to find out which one I can target. If I take my entry over here from this gap, okay, just make it from the gap. If I take my entry from this gap and I put my stop loss above the liquidity level, can I target this sell side liquidity? Is it going to support my whole idea? You can see it's not even 1:1. So I can't look for this liquidity as my target. So is there any other liquidity from 1 minute chart I can target? Okay, I can go for this liquidity, which can be my target. Almost 1:2, not exactly 1:2, but almost 1:2. Okay, so something like that. So I can target this liquidity, or maybe there is another last fair value gap. Just for example, there is another last fair value gap. You will target that last fair value gap over here after clearing the the partial around 20 to 25 handle. Wherever your 20 to 25 handle is your liquidity or partial, you will clear that over there, and then you will hold your trade over here by putting your stop loss to the break even. Go for this trade. Nobody can stop me over here. Can I take a buy here? This is a very valid market structure shift. There is a perfect fair value gap. This market is going higher. I can't take the buy over here until the liquidity is not cleared. If it is cleared, already cleared, then that happened, and maybe market has traded any 15-minute last fair value gap, man, I'm already in a buy. I don't care about that. I know that this is a buying opportunity. Why this market doesn't take that liquidity? Remember, from the hourly chart, that was the extreme liquidity. Why you said that never ever target your extreme liquidity? Reason is, market can make the strongest liquidity. That means it will come very near to that liquidity level, and then boom, market will go to the opposite way, and it will give you a heavy or very deep retracement before falling and clear that liquidity. You won't be able to hold that trade. That is why I always keep saying you, never ever target your extreme liquidity. Always try to find another liquidity from 1 minute chart above your extreme liquidity. You will, most of the time, you'll be safe. Now, thinking about the buy, why did I push the button? First of all, it was absolutely a bad idea because I thought that I'm actually above the constant encroachment of that hourly gap. So that was my thinking, but now I can see that actually I have framed the trade here, that buy. I framed the trade below the gap as well. Okay, it was absolutely below the gap, so it was my mistake. Here, before 9:30, there was a buying opportunity with me. Relatively equal highs, this high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs. Buying opportunity, market has cleared the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, immediate reaction, tried to take the buy by putting a stop loss in the logical level, and then I tried to take the buy. Didn't work. That buy has to be done. First of all, before 9:30, don't push the button. Sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't work because of the volatility. You can go for that if and only if you are taking like one or two, three micro, okay, very small micro contract, not like 1 minute, 2 minute mini contract. No, if you are with smallest micro contract, you have maximum $2,000 drawdown, and you are taking a trade where your max, if you take this loss, it's gonna be $120. Man, go for that. Just for $120, if you can take a beautiful trade with a beautiful setup, there is nothing wrong. If you are wrong, then you are going to take a very small loss. You don't care about that, right? So it's very, good business over there, good bargain over there, in my opinion. So let me remove this and keep it over here. So while this has closed below this, I don't need to think about that this market is going higher. Every single time it will go higher, and it will give me another market structure shift, sell side opportunity. I'll go for this sell. Now at the beginning I told that if this market closed below this gap from hourly chart, I'll be done for the day. Why? because I have no idea which one is going to be respected and when it is going to be respected. Now, let me come to the 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart, okay? This market came until the low of this new week opening gap. Now it is reacting from here. It can keep doing this type of bouncing, and finally take that sell side liquidity. Eventually this is gonna be taken. I'm 99% sure. I'll tell you later that, brother, I told you. So it's gonna be taken for sure, but it can do this type of bouncing unlimited of the time, because it is now trading the new week opening gap, new day opening gap. How long it will keep bouncing, I have no idea, but eventually it is going to take that sell side liquidity. If these levels were not here, market was look like this, every single time it would provide me a selling opportunity, I would go for the sell without any kind of confusion, without any kind of uh, hesitation. I would go for the sell because I know that they're going to be taken. Now I am afraid because I have no idea how long those levels will be keep respecting, or is it going to just one or two candle is going to fall, clear that sell side liquidity. I have no idea. So that is why I'm not interested to take any kind of sell over here. From the daily chart, I was bearish. From the hourly chart, I have to find out which way this market will go, for the buy side liquidity first or the sell side liquidity first. So I have found out this is the gap which is going to inform me, okay, brother, you can simply go for the sell, you can go for the buy until it is above this. If it is fall below this gap, then you can start to look for sell. Now coming to 15-minute chart. Maybe you are following the rules. No trade is valid before 9:30. This rules is forbidden. Okay, it's very simple rules, very easy rules, very easy to understand. Not even a single trade is valid from 9 to 9:30. If you'd love to push the button, your pushing button has to be around 9:31. Coming here, sorry, coming there, 15-minute chart. Until this market is above this area, both of this gap, okay, first of all my buying opportunity from here, second of all my buying opportunity from there, these two level is my buying opportunity. So coming in 1-minute chart, I found the best setup over here, right? 22 YT model. Where should I push the button? 9:31. This is the 9:30 candle, exactly 9:30 candle. What it has done, the best beautiful setup has been broken already, even before 9:30. 9:29 candle has fully closed below this gap. That means it is already invalidated. So even if I wanted to push the button and I have followed the rules written by T2 that no trade is valid in between 9 to 9:30, wait until 9:31 to push your button. 9:31 should be your first candle. I have already avoided this loss. Here I know my rules that no trade is valid, no buy is valid below the concurrent crossment of this bullish fair value gap. This is that bullish fair value gap, range 50% fair value gap. So every single buy is valid above the concurrent crossment of this gap. If the hourly candle or 15-minute candle, whichever chart you have marked from your chart, chart, if it is hourly candle, then if the hourly candle doesn't close below this hourly gap, that means until it is not closed, the buy is valid. Or if it is marked from 15-minute chart, until the 15-minute candle doesn't close below this gap, the buy is valid. Think this is the hourly chart and this is the hourly gap. The hourly candle didn't finish, closed below this area. I know that if I would love to take a buy, my buy has to be my pushing button. The gap I'm going to mark, it has to be above this dotted line. Would I ever go for this buy? I didn't follow my own rules, it punished me. I'm not saying that this market is bad. I am bad because I didn't follow my own rules. I know that if I would follow that rules, I wouldn't take that loss over here. I wouldn't take this loss over here. If I would have followed my own rules. I know that what I should do. See here, market structure shift, fair value gap or something like that. That is another selling opportunity over here. Can I go for this sell? I can't go for this sell. You can go for it. I have no idea which one is now respecting. Is it respecting here and now it is going for this sell side liquidity, or it will fall until here again and then it will start to jump again. It will start to jump again. I have no idea. Or is the 50% in between these two, which is called the lower quadrant, is the lower quadrant of the new week opening gap is going to support and working and going higher. So no idea what is going to happen. For example, there is no new week opening gap. It's a free fall area. I got, after seeing the market structure shift, I've seen that this market came to this 15 minute, 1 minute last fair value gap, as well as 15-minute fair value gap entry fair, the 15-minute fair value gap over here around this area. It has traded the 15-minute fair value gap. I'm in 1 minute chart. I got perfect market structure. For example, perfect market structure shift. There is a perfect fair value gap. Immediate reaction. I took the sell. By how? By believing that they are going to be taken. At the same time, as I'm taking this risk after making the building the strongest liquidity. Remember, what did I say? Never ever target your extreme liquidity. Now I'm saying that I would target the extreme liquidity. Why? Because I was afraid of this strongest liquidity. Market came very near of this liquidity, went higher. It has built the strongest liquidity. So the thing I was afraid of, it's gone already. I am not afraid of the strongest liquidity now. The next time market will come very near of this liquidity, it will be taken. Mark my word, I'm not lying to you. This is going to happen. By the way, this is the breaker block as well. For your kind information, this is the breaker block as well. It will just simply take that liquidity with speed, with so much confidence. So I would go for this sell from that setup. If there was a setup 22 YT model, I would go for this that sell with so much confidence. All of this run, you started to think, okay, now it is going higher. No, man, all of this run is your selling opportunity. It's not your buying opportunity. You have no idea how long this market will go. It can come until here. There was nothing wrong. It could come until here, or it could simply come here, like until here, then it will fall and take this liquidity. So every time it will go higher and give you a selling opportunity, you will take the sell. No buy is valid over there. Okay. Remember, this is a very nice breaker block. It's been a long, I don't see this type of beautiful breaker block over there. By the way, those people who are with me at the beginning of this stream, before all of this fall, I know some people actually left because this is so boring lecture, and I'm so sorry for them because they are interested only for copy trade, and I'm not able to do something for them. But whatever, those people were with me. Remember, this is a very nice breaker block. Okay. Oh, I told it already, I guess. This breaker block gave me 95% winning rate. This is the breaker block that gave me 95% winning rate from the breaker block. 95 trade out of 100 will be profitable trade from this breaker block. Whatever I told at the beginning of this stream and whatever I have explained now it's look like hindsight, but previously when I was explaining this, it was not here. The chart didn't present it here. What do you think, guys? Did I change not even a single word? And if you can do the same thing every day, what else do you need, brother? What else do you need? Anything? No, man. You know what you should do. You know what you are waiting for. If market provide you that, you will go for the trade. If your market doesn't provide you that, you are not going to take the trade. Your winning percentage will increase dramatically. Just dramatically, it will keep increasing. You have to just mark the things in a right way. That's all. You don't need anything else. On CFD chart, the sell side liquidity CFD chart is not the right chart. CFD chart, the data is false. They don't have any value. It's not kept yet. I mean, it's not been taken yet. It's still intact. So this market can't move higher without clear this liquidity. It can keep bouncing, but when the first 15-minute candle will close below this line, the next 15-minute candle will take this liquidity. Anybody can tell me that why I have marked that as my best breaker block? This is the breaker block I love most. 95 out of 100 trades will be profitable trade by this breaker block. Yeah, absolutely. Wanna see. That's the secret. Wanna see. So this is that hourly liquidity. Remember the extreme hourly liquidity here that has been cleared with a shallow run. What does it mean? This market will fall again. I'm going to remove it from my chart. This has to be taken. Just I need to see a body close below this line. If it close below this line, the next candle will clean this liquidity with speed. Of course, this candle can clean the liquidity as well. Should I show you the why it is the best breaker block? Why I feel so confident about this breaker block? Should I show you this? It traded the fair value gap. Absolutely, Suziban. I know what you mean, but those people who are new, they will get confused. But I know what you have meant over here. Okay. My breaker block start from here. Market has cleared the buy side liquidity. I got the market structure shift over here. After shifting the market structure, I'm just going to mark the entry gap, okay, not the breakaway gap. Just going to mark the, sorry, breakaway gap, not the entry gap. This is the breakaway gap. The highest up close body close candle is going to be my order block. This is the low of this order block. This order block has been valid after this candle closed below this line. The order block has been traded over here. Liquidity is over here, okay, and there was another liquidity, whatever it is. This candle open, trade the order block, fall. This gap, I would love to see it should be unfilled. That means without filling this gap, sorry, let me show you until here. Without filling this gap 100%, this market has to clear the liquidity. Here, this is the liquidity you can say, or there was another extreme liquidity from the hourly chart as well. That is also a liquidity which I have actually removed from my chart. Both of them liquidity. Here, you can keep this liquidity actually. If this gap is unfilled, that means this is extremely bearish and it's going to take that liquidity. What do you mean by that? That means you are in this trade from the 22YT model. Okay, you took that entry from this 22YT model. Your target is this liquidity. This is your liquidity, that is you are going to target. You have seen order block has been traded and unfilled gap, you will count one, two candle, just two candle after unfilled gap has been built by this specific candle. This specific candle has built the unfilled gap, so you will count two candle, because in these two candle this market can go higher, fill this gap 100%, trade that order block, can make the propulsion block. After making the propulsion block, then you have to look for this gap, so you have to mark just two candle after building this gap, one, two candle. It didn't fill this gap, so you are now extremely bearish. Your stop loss was here. Now your stop loss is one tick above this unfilled gap, by believing that this market is not going to fill this gap 100%, and your target is this sell side liquidity, or there was another sell side, whatever it is. So you are looking for the sell. In the meantime, you are trailing your stop loss depending on the price action, and you saw that the sell side liquidity is not taken here, missed the sell side liquidity, it missed your target for a bit, or maybe this is your sell side liquidity, it missed your target a bit, it started to go higher, it stopped you out. In this beautiful trade where you know that this sell side liquidity is going to be taken, you missed that entry. Sorry, you missed that target profit. Instead, because of your trailing stop loss, you got stopped out. Now you will start to look for another opportunity to take entry. In this type of situation, you have to look for, first you have to look for, this gap has to be filled by 100%, not by week, The best is by body, but if it is closed by wick, it is also valid, but it is always best if it is closed by body. It is always best. Okay, when it has closed over here by body, the breaker block can be created before, it can be created after filled that unfilled gap 100%. It can be created anytime, so you have to look on your back, on the forward, both of that area. If I take a closer look over here, around here, you can see there is a swing high that has been taken over here. The lowest down close body close candle is over here. Not even a single body has closed below this down close body close candle, so it's not a valid word breaker block. Then this market has cleared another high, right? This high has been cleared over here. This is the lowest down close body close candle. In between two swing high, higher high. This is that lowest down close body close candle. The body, when it started to fall, it didn't close below this candle, so it's not yet the breaker block. Then it has made another high that has been taken by another higher high. Lowest down close body close candle has been violated by that candle. This is the first time you have found the breaker block. Entry to the very next candle, there stop loss has to be, remember there is consecutive breaker block. This is the most sensitive one, but this is also a breaker block. If there is any kind of bullish fair value gap around the breaker block or above the breaker block, you have to cover just that bullish fair value gap. As I'm showing you the bearish breaker, it is vice versa. If you are looking for the bullish breaker block, then you have to look for a bearish fair value gap. Okay, so it's vice versa. Okay, best is to above the high which has cleared that high, that is the best area, but at least you have to cover that inversion gap over there, because this market can go back again until the inverse gap before falling. Target this sell side liquidity with so much confidence that it's gonna be taken. This breaker block will give me 95 winning out of 100 winning. So sometimes you guys ask me, brother, is that a breaker block? Is that a breaker block? They're not my breaker block, because in this market you will see this type of breaker block 1000 of the time. A low has been taken, another low, there is a bullish candle has been violated, that bullish candle, this is a breaker block, tap to this breaker block, it will start to go higher. This type of breaker block are high, higher high, low, lower low. You will keep seeing on this market at least every day, maybe thousands of the time. I don't look for the breaker block from there. I look for this breaker block that has a storyline for from the beginning. Why I'm going to believe this breaker block? Because it has been built from here after clearing the liquidity there. This breaker block has been built from here, not here. It has been built already over there. When it has been created over there, then I can clearly tell you that I'm pretty much confident, 95% I'm confirmed this is going to hold the market, take the liquidity, and I'm going to get my boom. There. If gap on a C appeared in half of end, the order block is it still valid? Think like that way. This is a candle, okay? This trade until here, around here, okay? Until the min threshold of this order block, and then there is a gap. So this gap has been actually created here, for example, for the sake of this conversation, or maybe it has traded until here and the gap has been created around here. Just for the sake of this conversation, it is also valid. All I need to see after trading the order block or the min threshold of the order block, if there is a gap that is unfilled by the next two candle, it is also valid. It is not valid if it create here somewhere near the sell side liquidity. If it is create near somewhere here, no, it's not valid. Then you have to have a range in between the sell side liquidity and here, so that you can frame a trade from there, from the breaker block. If the breaker block is here and my target is here, for example, my target is sell side liquidity is here, which is not been taken, I would never go for this trade, because the sell side liquidity is here. So I don't care about this breaker block at all. Is that clear? Now let me check actually what happened here. Is there anything? Is there anything? Actually, there is nothing I can use to take a buy. I can either way. I can't take the buy because it is going against the new week opening gap. But here actually there is now a buying opportunity. If it provide any buying there, we can look for a buy now. Now we can look for a buy because of the sell side liquidity has been taken. But still I have to go against the new week opening gap. But this is a valid buy to me. If you guys help me, then I can take this buy actually. Let me check the stop loss. Yeah, I can go for that. Let's see if it can take me. After cleared the liquidity with a shallow run, it is called obvious liquidity. After cleared that, most of the time market give an opposite reaction, most of the time. So even though there is no gap actually, which I can use as a resting place, but still this is a valid buy to me. I would love to go for this if it can take me. Let me check. But what is happening here, I'm going against exactly to the new week opening gap. I'm violating my own rules just because my stop loss is gonna be very small. So just I'm violating my own rules just to catch the reaction. So let's see if it can give me that reaction and if I can take it. Please don't judge me because I know what I'm doing. I'm going against exactly I mean sorry against the new week opening gap. Okay, so if it doesn't work, I really don't care. It's a very small risk. I am trying to take it just to catch the reaction. So that's all, brother. Even I don't know it will take me or not. See, this is a breaker block, low, high, lower, low. Some of you are seeing this is a breaker block. This is my problem. I don't see this type of breaker block. Okay, maybe this is your breaker block, but it's not my breaker block because there is no context here to think this as a breaker block. Actually, not Hamad. I don't break my rules if I am trading with the funded account. But challenge account, sometimes this type of entries I try to take just because I know that I will have an kind of reaction now because the liquidity has been cleared. There will have some kind of reaction now. So any kind of swing high that has been built over here, there is a possibility that market is going to take that liquidity by violating the levels from here and here. They are going to be violated and market is going to take any kind of swing low it has been built over here. So that is why I'm trying to catch this one. But here the problem is so, 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 Okay, I'll cancel it actually. I'll cancel it. Yeah, you're right, brother. I should not go for this trade because this swing high actually didn't trade any fair value gap. I thought that, I mean, I don't know what happened to me, but I have seen that this has traded a fair value gap. But later I have seen there is no fair value gap. My mistake. Sorry, brother. I really see that it has traded a fair value gap. How did I do that mistake? Did you learn anything from today's live, guys? Please push the like button and subscribe to our channel if you are new. How many likes did I get? Are you kidding me? 47 likes only. After this great session, just 47 likes. Uh, I should die now. Are you kidding me? Good morning, Jamie. No worries, man. Today's trader at least 11,080 is satisfying the OCD. Oh, we got the subscriber today too. Oh, that's better. That's better. So I forgot to push the like, Norris, Sharada. If I could, I would put you 1,000, 10,000 likes. Hey, thanks, sister. Thank you so much, sister. It did on 2 minute chart. Why I need to switch to 2 minute chart? I don't think so. It's a good idea to switch to 2 minute chart right now. But let me check actually. Mm, you're right. It was better in 2 minute chart actually. The setup was better in 2 minute chart. Yeah, the market structure shift also valid. The entry was also valid. Everything was valid from 2 minute chart. Yeah, brother, you are right. My mistake. Sorry to say like that way. It was actually a valid market structure shift from 2 minute chart, a valid entry from 2 minute chart. Everything was valid from 2 minute chart. Ah, it's okay. This type of reaction after clearing the liquidity, I mean, or making some kind of obvious liquidity, market always try to go for some kind of swing high. It left on its left. Okay, so something like this. Ah, it's okay. As you told, I mean, I didn't take any sell, so I should not go for the buy as well. Buy against all of this area. It's okay. Hey, Imshi, yeah, brother, you are absolutely right. It was so beautiful on 2 minute chart. Guys, I talk too much. I know that. I talk too much, too much, too much. But this talking, I showed you beforehand, before the market printed the price on the chart, and after it has printed the chart on the chart, the things I have explained you. Do you think that it's helping you guys? The information I'm providing you, are they helping you? What do you think? I need this type of feedbacks time to time, otherwise I can't improve myself, right? Okay, 161 people has voted, 70% has the trading psychology problem. Okay, so guys, what I'm planning here, let me read first. Brother, look at Tuesday's 3 a.m. candle low on 15-minute chart. Tuesday's 15-minute chart candle low. Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Yeah, that low. What happened with this low, brother? Let me check the NQ chart. There is something so fishy. There is something so fishy. No, I what I told you, after that reaction it will come back again for this liquidity. Okay, it seems like it is going higher. These people are believing they are going to take the buy. This has happened actually. They are believing this is going to go higher, and then it will fall again. When you have seen that, that means you will have another opportunity to take the sell. So if you are in here and in 1 minute chart, for example, there is another selling opportunity after clearing some liquidity. There is another sell. You are good to go to take another sell here. That means your liquidity is still valid over there. It is still valid. Yeah, you're right, brother. It is still valid, but as I told you, I mean, why this type of reaction happened, let me tell you as well why I was telling that this type of reaction actually happened. When this market came very near to the extreme liquidity, okay, that was the extreme liquidity, came very near to this extreme liquidity, then it started to go opposite direction. Do you know why? Because now the retail trader are entering here. They're entering. Those people didn't push the button here. They're chasing the market now. And what actually market do? Market go for some kind of resistance zone to clear the trader who take the sell. If there is no resistance zone, some kind of swing high, it left on its left, it go above that liquidity or that swing high, then fall again. So when it actually go here, people chase the market. So for example here, there was the sell. Okay, for example here, there was the sell here. Now you chased the market, you didn't push the button here. So what you have done, you started to chase the market here. So what market do? It will stop you out because you won't be able to put your stop loss above here. If you take the entry here, you are chasing market, right? So you put your stop loss very near, it will stop you out, then it will go to your direction. So those people who chase the market, they should be punished. And how this market is going to punish them? By that run. If it doesn't go at all, nobody will push the button to the support area. Nobody will push the sell around the resistance area if it doesn't give you any kind of move, right? So market maker actually now build making something for the retail trader. Brother, take sell, take buy, take buy, take buy. See, this zone can't be broken. It's not a line. It's a zone. It's a zone. This zone can't be broken. It's the strongest zone. Take sell, take sell, sorry, take buy, take buy, take buy, take buy. This zone can't be broken. Take buy, take buy. Look how many times it has worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 8. So take buy. And when they will push the button, this market will fall again, stop them out, because the higher time frame has done everything. Market has to go higher. All the sellers has to be stopped out. They got stopped out. Now all the buyers has to be stopped out. Every single time it will go a bit higher. That's your new selling opportunity. We just left a perfect close. Absolutely, Suzivan. You are talking. It's very educational and a great reminder of good habits. Thank you, Gerald. Eli, for sure, brother. I talk too much. I talk too much, Eli. Yes, my friend. Hey, Camaro. How are you, brother? Rojas. Do market tap into 30-minute fair gap then go lower? I don't I don't see the 30-minute chart, brother, actually. Uh, of course, if there is something very cool from 30-minute chart, of course you can use that. But remember, your entry has to be from 3-minute chart. That means whatever model you are looking for, that model has to create from 3-minute chart if you are using 30-minute fair value gap. So keep that in your mind, brother. Just an advice. Strongest word. Spell that, John. Strongest word. Spell that, John. I think you are asking to someone else. For sure, we appreciate your talking. Oh, okay, you appreciate it. Thank you so much, sis. Oh, not John. Oh, okay. John. Zone. John. Sorry, I think I have told the John. It should be John. John. This is the strongest zone to take the buy. People are believing this is unbreakable. Market can't break this zone. Sorry, my mistake. Man, come on. I'll be rewatching this live to study. Sure, Matthew. I'll be rewatching this live to do. Okay, sister. What I was saying that I would love to share with you guys a bit, and then I will ask help from Mahadi. If he helps me, then I will do that. Some days ago, I told that in my in this channel, I got two strike. Okay, so I'm afraid if I get another one strike, they will ban this channel. So I will lose everything I have made until now. Now accident can happen. So I told you, I shared you guys that I will open another YouTube channel, and I have chosen a name is Trading Psychology, where I have planned to put at least 150 psychological videos, okay, by using AI voice, because you guys struggle a lot with my pronunciation or with my accent. So I will use some kind of AI voice, and I have prepared some of the script actually. I will keep preparing them, and I will try to put some videos day by day, day after day, day after day, okay, so that you guys can work with the psychology, and you can understand what you are doing and what you should do. Okay, what is the difference? uh, if you think it's a good idea, let me know, because if something happened to this channel, I will be able to move to that channel. In the meantime, you guys will be known that okay, this channel is gone, so maybe that channel will be, you'll be able to join with us from that channel. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Just give me your true opinion. I always share with you guys everything. Okay, I'm not like other YouTuber. As I told, I'm not a YouTuber, so I just share my plan. If you guys feel it good, then I'll keep doing that. Trading Psychology dash T2. I didn't start it yet, but I have just planning to do it. Okay, I don't know it will show on the YouTube or not. Let me check if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think so I'll be able to get it. There is nothing yet actually. No. Jancy, I think you should absolutely start that other channel. Why AI voice? We all like the way you talk to do. Hey Meteos, people struggle with my accent a lot, so I thought AI voice is better. I know that I have to work a lot to make those videos, because text to speech, it's a very difficult things. But yeah, yeah, I have actually. I think I will be able to show you this. Just a second. There's no subscriber actually, so mm, I'll change the profile picture, everything for now. I will change this profile picture if Mahadi help me. I have no idea he will be able to help me or not. I'll change it, but yeah, I will just put the uh, what is I mean the okay. I'm not the subscriber, so I have to be the subscriber. Okay, I can see that I got 3 subscriber. I don't know, you maybe you guys actually subscribed, but I had no subscriber over here. Yeah, that's on where I will actually keep putting the psychological video over here. I have planned to make 150 right now, but I have made some of the script as well. By the way, if anyone has taken the buy, please don't take the buy, okay? Because I mean, if you would love to take the buy for yourself, you can go for that. After seeing the sell side liquidity, I really don't want to take any kind of buy, and will try to frame any sell if I find any. So guys, this is the idea, and if you really appreciate, then I will try to continue this channel. There will be trading psychological video only psychological video, no chart, nothing, all about the psychology, trading psychology, by using the voice, AI voice. And yeah, that's all. So I can keep it. Sorry, I will put it to the replace pin. Okay, so the pin comment, 70% people out of 166 has a psychological problem. Okay, we'll see. So there's a link. If you guys really want, you guys can actually subscribe if you want. Okay, no pressure, nothing. Just if you like, then you guys can subscribe and let me know if it is a good idea or not. Okay, Matteo, it's trying to show resistance here, probably going to blast up. Let's see, Matteo. Fake resistance. Second subscriber done. I subscribe. I'm your second subscriber. Hey Paul, hey Jamie, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. Is that just a appearal psychological problem or just trading psychology problem? Hey, Big John. It's gonna be. It should be a little surprise now, right? Because I have done a little work over there to collect all the information, research, everything. So I think I will put the video, then you will be able to judge how is it working actually. Is it kind of, you know, everything. So yeah, we'll try actually. I am just little afraid of this channel because I have already two strike. So if something happened, I will lose every one of you. Okay, so I don't want to lose you guys. That's my main intention. So we'll keep that channel with some videos, psychological videos, and later if something happened here, I'll immediately move to that channel so that I'm not going to lose anyone. Subscribed as well. Hey Ellie, thank you so much. Hey Bel FX, Balor FX, thank you, man. I love you, man. 15-minute candle 945 is bearish fair value gap. 15-minute candle 945 is bearish fair value gap. That is a bearish fair value gap, but I really don't want to see this market to come until this gap. It's too high. Okay, it has to break all of this area then. But of course, it can reach until that area. But if it really would love to fall, it should fall. See this high of this new opening gap, it should fall from there. Okay, it should not break that high, in my opinion. Jamie, so I can take short from this area. Let's see. I wanna quit smoking. So, do you have any psychological advice in advance? Yes, brother. Of course, we have an advice. I have an advice. You can quit after joining the last one with me. So now you can quit actually. Okay. By the way, Mahati, can you please help me for the the this, what does it call, the logo and the banner? I need to change the logo and the banner. Man, I don't have any video, but I have 14 subscribers. What a great achievement. This is really a great achievement. So till that, let's boom another. Let's go for that, man. I think we are going to retrace to about 50% of the move down and morning during lunch time, then go down again in the PM session. We'll see. Just remember, just remember one thing. This liquidity, it's too clean, right? Let me actually go to the NQ chart. Brother, this is not for just listening. This is for this is the very important thing. This low and that low, they're the exact low, tick by tick. Just look over here, tick by tick. If you tick, if you see here, just look over here, L 23460. Okay, just look over here, this area. The low of this candle is 415.25. 415.25. The low here is 415.25. It is called exact low. Market never, ever, ever leave these clean lows. In my life, I have never been seen that market left this type of clean lows. Never ever. Here is a problem. The new week opening gap low. This market can keep going higher, take that buy side liquidity, then can come back again for this liquidity. Do you know why? The reason is it is reacting from this new week opening gap low. It is a simple fake breakout. If I go to hourly chart, okay, from the hourly chart, it's also closed below this area. 4-hour chart here. Now you can say why you are looking for 4-hour chart. I should look it from the daily chart. From the daily chart, that is that gap. Okay, over here, I think if I'm not wrong, this is that gap, or the gap was here somewhere. I think here. This is the open. Sorry, this is the close. What is that actually? From uh, new week opening gap, right? So I think it's from here. Yeah, I think it's from here. If I'm not wrong, this new week opening gap is from here to here. Yeah, maybe, if I'm not wrong. Okay, this new week opening gap should be respected from the weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart. Okay, here actually, close open. Yeah, that is the new week opening gap. It should be respected from weekly chart. Now we can't use the weekly chart for our trading. So what we have done, we have made it from 15-minute chart, and we have told that if this gap is broken from, okay, it's not the same gap. I have no idea which gap is that. Okay, but you can see the time or date is from July 27, whatever it is, from July 27 until it is not broken or it is confirmed that market has broke that low, it can simply falling. Now if this market really would love to fall, it should not break the high of this new week opening gap. That means it can come here, but body has to close below this line. It should be closed below this line if it really would love to fall and take this liquidity. Now it is just in my opinion, but you can't simply think that this is going to be taken and this is going to happen from here. Never ever go against the new week opening gap or new day opening gap. Never ever do that. Around the lunch hour, of course, it can go a bit higher and then it can fall and take that liquidity. Of course, it can happen. I can't think about the buy, as I told you. If I have to look for a buy, how I should look for a buy. This is a buy side liquidity, this is a sell side liquidity. I have to mark this sell side liquidity and that buy side liquidity. This is the 50% range. Until this market is below this gap, see this gap, I can't think about a buy. I should keep looking for a selling opportunity. I have to look for a selling opportunity. And until I will keep looking for selling opportunity, my trade is always low probability. Sometimes it will do this type of things, and sometimes it will do this type of things. See this area? This type of things. Sometimes it will do this type of things. Sometimes it will do just keep falling and clear the liquidity. That type of things. So please be careful. Of course, there is an highly high probability that market will fall again and clear that clean loss, because in my life again I never see that until now, not even for a single time, that market left the clean loss. But still I have to go against the new week opening gap, which is extremely strong, which can stop the market, change the bias, leave everything behind here, go to the opposite side. And if you take a loss, you will keep taking the loss. That's the problem. If your psychology is broken, you are broken. I think you got my point, Suziban. I'm not saying that you are wrong. The way you are thinking, that is the best way to think this market. See, this market structure swing low is valid for shifting market structure. If you get the market structure shift here, and there is a gap, that is the best area to think about a sell. So here, after getting the market structure shift, if there was a fair value, that would be a great area to think about a sell, because you are seeing that constant crossment is holding the market here. The constant crossment is holding the market. So that is a great opportunity to take the sell from here. Unfortunately, there was no fair value gap, by the way. Those guys, I don't correct all of you, okay? Some of you I correct because you guys are with me for so long, like Suziban, he's with me for so long now. Mahadi, I know that if I say them something, they will appreciate that. They are not going to think that I'm judging them. I hate judge people, to be honest. I really hate that. So I really don't judge them. What I do, if they say to me something, and if I feel like, okay, it is the best thing, I clearly tell that, brother, that is the best idea. If I feel like, oh, okay, there is something I should add or I should remove, then I tell them exactly over there. Okay, so it's not something I'm judging them, I'm just telling them what I think about this market. And I just do this to those people only who are with me for so long, because the new people, they will misunderstand me because of my, I'm not an English speaker, so I really don't know the voice tone. Okay, so I know there is something wrong with my voice tone. If I say something, it feels like I'm rude, but actually I'm not rude, okay, to be honest. Ellie, it's an great advice. Don't mix up with 2 minute chart. It's a great advice to you, okay? Look, 2 minute chart you can use for two types of thing. First thing, there is a 1 minute time frame, okay, here. So you're confused about this market structure shift, this fair value gap. You're confused. Okay, is it really going to work or is it not going to work? You can go to your 2 minute chart. You will look for the same setup over there. Did it happen over there? If you see, it happened over there already. Okay, so this 1 minute entry is highly strong entry. From 1 minute chart, you got the market structure shift. There is no fair value gap. So what you are doing, you are going 2 minute chart to take your entry from this fair value gap. What is our bias? Sell side liquidity, right? We know that market can't leave this liquidity. I'm extremely strong with for taking a sell. From 2 minute chart, this is the best entry. So you'd love to take a sell from there. Okay. Here is my problem. From 1 minute chart, there is no setup. So what I'm doing, I'm going to 2 minute chart to force the market to give me an entry. What do you mean by that? How can I show you? Right now I am not able to show you this because there is no live example, but remind me later. Sometimes you will see that there is no setup from 1 minute chart, there is no setup from 2 minute chart, there is no setup from 3 minute chart, but there is a setup from 4 minute chart, a very clean setup. So what I'm doing there, I'm going to use 4 minute chart to take my entry depending on 15-minute time frame. So there was my 15-minute time frame, hard time frame, where I should push the button from 1 minute chart, not even from 2 minute chart, from 1 minute chart. As the 1 minute chart didn't provide me any entry opportunity, what I have done, I came to this 4 minute chart or 5 minute chart to take the entry. What I'm missing? Hard time frame. So the hard time frame is missing over there. For example, in this 3 minute chart, I would love to push the button. Then I have to go 30-minute chart. to do the analysis from 30-minute chart. So from 30-minute chart, do I see anything over here to take a sell? Or should I think that, oh, okay, first this market will come here to this gap, then I should look for a selling opportunity from 3-minute chart. So if I'm looking for a sell from 3-minute chart, for example, 3-minute chart, then I have to wait 30-minute chart to do something for me. Then I will be able to take the sell. Same for 2-minute chart. 2-minute chart, if you would love to use for your entry opportunity, okay, you would love to push your entry opportunity, you have to look for 20-minute chart. If you go to your 20-minute chart, and if you find something here in 20-minute chart that it has traded some fair value gap or something that is telling you that this 2-minute chart entry is valid, it is valid, okay, it is absolutely a perfect trade, this is a valid market swing, market structure shape, everything is valid, you should push the button from 2-minute chart because you have seen 20-minute chart has provided you something very peculiar, very cute, something that can help you to take that entry. What I'm doing, I'm using 15-minute chart. From 15-minute chart, I'm trying to fix an entry over here. So 1-minute chart, I found an entry from 15-minute chart, higher time frame. So it has traded maybe this fair value gap. See this fair value gap from 15-minute chart? Let me mark that to you. Here, this is the 15-minute fair value gap, okay? So from 15-minute chart, it has traded that fair value gap. Now I'm in 1-minute chart and I have found a perfect setup there, perfect fair value gap over there. I'm going to take the sell from 1-minute chart. If I don't see a setup here and now I'm going to 2-minute chart and I found the setup over here, that means I'm forcing the market. I'm pretty much confident this is going to be taken. But the setup or the time frame didn't give me the entry. What I'm doing here, I'm forcing the market to give me the entry because I don't want to miss this trade. I would love to take this trade. It is called FOMO, fear of missing opportunity. I didn't find the trade from 1-minute chart. I know this market is going to fall. This is called overconfidence. This is called something forcing market to give you an entry. I didn't get it from 1-minute chart. So what? From 2-minute chart, I'm going to say this is the perfect area. Why I should not go for this trade? I should go for this trade. But the missing part is you didn't see the 20-minute chart. What happened in 20-minute chart? Is there anything that is telling you to go for that sell from 2-minute chart, from 20-minute chart? Okay. So do you understand? Sister, if you'd love to take the sell, please go for that. I just told you why it is important. Yeah, without 20-minute chart, you can use the 2-minute chart just for getting the confirmation from 1-minute chart that you are confused. There is a market structure shift, there is a fair value gap, but still you are confused. Should I go for this trade? Should I go for this trade? Is it a good idea to take that sell? Is it a good idea to take that sell? Okay, let's check. 2-minute chart has built the same setup. Wow, that's a confirmation that 2 time frame has built the same setup. Or maybe in 3-minute chart is also the same setup. That means 2-3 time frame has built the same setup. It is the strongest setup. You will understand that more beautifully if I come here. Here, okay, look at this 1-minute chart. From 1-minute chart, I have found the market structure shift over here, okay, the fair value gaps over here. Now you're confused, should I go for this trade? So what you will do, you will go for 2-minute chart and you will see around that same area, is there any setup that it should not be absolutely valid. There has to be something that is going to help you to understand that, oh, okay, I can go for this trade. In this type of situation, you can see that there is a 2-minute gap here, right? Here there is a 2-minute gap. So still you don't need to take the entry from 1-minute entry fair value gap. You can wait for this 2-minute gap to take your entry because the same setup has been created from 2 time frame. But from 1-minute chart, there is no setup. There is no setup. For example, here there is no setup, right? Now you can't go to 2-minute chart. You can't push the button from 2-minute chart. You can't do that. But again, sister, if you feel good, please go for this trade. I don't want you to miss any trade. I just told you my opinion. That's all, brother. Sorry, I talk again too much. Sharda, same thing for you, brother, as well. Real new week opening gap is from 421 517. There is some error in hourly chart, and so no hourly candle has closed below it. Let me check actually, brother. No, it has closed, brother. This is the real new week opening gap. So it has closed below this new week opening gap. It's kind of a confirmation that I'm going to fall again. Just let me go a bit up, then I'll fall again to for the sell side liquidity. So it's kind of a confirmation. Later I'll be back. Yeah. Anybody, please don't mind with my word, okay, with my analysis or with my talking style. I really mean nothing rush to you. I really don't try to hurt you. I just try to explain what I think about the market. If I see everything is similar with you, I really appreciate that. If I see something is not similar, I try to explain that. That's all, brother. I blew my funded account just was to make 1000 USD for payout. Okay, Vartol, you are new here, I guess, brother. Otherwise, you wouldn't do that because I strictly told people not to touch the funded account this week. You would love to trade your funded account, start trading from next Tuesday. Don't trade your funded, don't touch your funded account, as you have no idea how many people will blow how many accounts this week. How many accounts will be blown by this week? Thank you. So use it little confirmation, but not to force the setup. Absolutely. Absolutely, sister. That's showing on that indicator, but if you check weekly candle, it's different. There might be some error. No, it can't be some error. I have checked that before actually. There can't be any error. This is the closing of Friday. This is the opening of Sunday. Okay, here to here. Okay, I think you are talking about here. Why it is different? Because of your set. Where is my set? Why it is not showing here? Wait. There. It's not for set. Why it is happening like that way? It's not for set. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually here. What happened? Yeah, so it's because of your set. If it is toggled on, then it seems like a bit different. If the toggle it off, see this exactly same new week opening gap have been marked. That is the closing of Friday. That is the opening of Monday. Okay, this is the weekly chart. If I go to the daily chart, this is the same thing, closing, opening. If I go to the 15-minute chart, here. If I go to the 15-minute chart, same thing. It's not, there is nothing wrong. It's because of your set. Okay, there. I guess there is one tick a bit difference, maybe. Just because I marked it from the higher time frame, I guess just because of that, just a bit difference here. It should be from there. You will see that it's absolutely exactly the same thing here. Okay, brother, exactly the same thing. Wherever time frame I will go, it will be the same. From weekly, from daily, from here the set is 1 actually to this area. The set I am not able to change it because I'm using the split chart here. This chart is a splitting chart, so that's why it's showing from the weekly chart a bit different. But if I come here and open the weekly chart over here, you will see the same box here. Everything is same, and there is the new week opening gap here. This and this new week opening gap, exactly the same thing. So that indicator is absolutely really good. It doesn't have any kind of problem. Yeah. So yeah, I'm done actually for today. If you guys really like it, don't forget to leave a like, and thank you so much for you all of you guys for subscribing to this channel. Yeah, I'll try to put the video. Okay, I got 2 more subscribe here actually. So I'll try to put this the videos, at least 3 videos in a week, depending on how many I will be able to make. It's all about the psychology. So I believe that it will help you a bit about making strongest psychology. And it's of course depends on Mahadi as well, because if Mahadi doesn't help me to make the logo and the banner, I won't be able to continue this channel. So I have to wait for him to provide me the logo and the banner, and then you will see if we can make it little active. If anything happened here, I will move to that area. Okay, so this is the link. If any of you would love to join, you can click on that link and you can just subscribe if you want to. If you want, okay. Okay. Got it. Use or not to use set. It was best. So far I remember that toggled it on. Later I found that if I toggle it on, like here, I'm not getting the right price action. So I thought that I have made some mistaken and I didn't have any kind of patience to go over all the videos by ICT himself where he talked about the set. I don't remember. So I used to keep it toggle one. So far I remember, but after seeing all of these candles where if I toggle it off, I get the exact price over there. Okay, so this is the first time I saw that okay, something is wrong with this set. Maybe I toggled it one and I kept using that toggle one, okay, without knowing what is happening. So it is not the right price action. If I go to the lower time frame, the candle doesn't close like this way. But if I toggle it off, I get the exact price closing, exact everything. So I started to toggle it off. So either maybe I have missed something or I don't know. But right now I'm not using the set. I'm just keeping it like this way. But if after this contract changed, it is actually the uh, like how the daily candle is going to close, the settlement of the daily close. Okay, so if I toggle it one, I am going to get 414 closing. So this candle, the price is showing over here. Every candle price is showing here is the daily candle close exactly around 414. But the daily candle actually close exactly around 459. Okay. So if you toggle it on, you will get the exact price what these people see. Let me show you what these people actually see. Regular price. Okay. If you toggle it on, you will be able to see the exact price action with these people, Wall Street people. But if you toggle it off, then you will get everything actually with the electronic traders like us, as well as the 414 people, okay, where their market close around 414, something like that. This is for that. So settlement price, it depends. If you toggle it on, you will get the price action until 414. Okay, the every candle will close, will show you 414 of 459. So this is the difference between toggle it on, toggle it off. So I think I will actually check it after this contract has been changed. So right now it's NQU. When it will be the next contract, then I will recheck this set one more time. I'm a bit confused actually. How did I did it? I have to check my old lives as well, or ICT's old live as well, because I really forgot how to use this set. But right now I'm keeping it off, not one. I'm just keeping it off because I need the exact price action, both electronic and the regular. Thanks for being here, brother. I'm doing good trading. Sorry, I'm done trading for the week. I'll see you on Tuesday, God willing. Inshallah, brother. Inshallah. So, Jivan, I'll be here on Monday as well. That will be a funny day, just for fun. Okay. Thank you, Matteo. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. So, see you tomorrow. Sorry, in Monday, inshallah. Until then, cheers, guys.